Yeah, welcome to Open Minds, Open Mic, the place to be on a Friday night. We have a special delight for you, Dominique Colding, aka The Truth and Love. Yeah, we're excited about that feature for sure. But coming up first, I think this intro poem, I'm gonna go ahead and do a collab. Um, you all may know him as Gustav, right? The Magus Gustav
Yeah,
Salas. I know him as a good friend. So you want to go ahead and introduce this poem and we'll kick it off, my brother?
Of course, my friend. This is exercising the fungi.
The priest arrived with holy book in hand to rid the man of demons he thought were grand. But little did he know, inside the man were mushrooms that unlocked a cosmic plan. The priest spoke in hollow words, for they were all he knew. But little did he know, they just wouldn't do. The man had found a power deep from within. Slowly he had broken free from this sin.
Do you hear voices? Are you possessed of demons as yet unnamed? Are you defenseless against hellspawn? God refrained from reaching out, for your succubi and incubi have total dominion. That, I am sad to report, is my expert exorcist opinion. Only the power of the Lord through me can these spirits banish. For a small fee, I will make these devilish visions vanish.
Such strange thoughts flicker through my mind. These incandescent visions dance before my eyes. Am I possessed by spirits unkind? Or have I swallowed some sort of strange surprise? I hear voices that are not my own. I see sights that cannot be real. My senses are overthrown. I cannot trust what I feel.
You are right to not trust these sensations. These are demonic depredations. The power of Christ can save your soul. But first, the matter of my fee before you can be made whole. I am a willing servant of God, but I too must eat, though it seems odd that you must pay to be saved from demons and frights. I assure you, Jesus has you in his sights.
The priest tried to exorcise the demons within, but the man knew the truth, and he would not give in. The mushroom's power, a glimpse of the divine, unlocked the secrets beyond space and time. He saw through the lies of the holy priest's book, realized the power the priest had mistook. The priest's words fell softly onto deaf ears as the man laughed away all of his fears.
But the man knew better. His soul was not lost. He found the light from within at no monetary cost. He thanked the priest for his time on his journey to perpetrate crime. The priest fell down with a heavy heart as the man's spirit soared to a new start. The demonic grip had finally loosened, and the man's mind was now fully opened.
The visions I see come straight from the divine. They have assured me the demons you see are not mine. Your exorcist opinion, though expert it may be, it's not what I need now, for I am finally free. Feels like a trip, the likes you cannot know, and the demons you see are just a part of your show. Your fee might be small, but it's greed that drives you. Straight to the devil you crawl. I know this much is true.
Fine then, if my fee you will not pay. I did not come here to play. I came here to save your soul, to help you and make you whole. If you send me on my way, forever like this shall you stay. All your neighbors will you shun, and they will know the demons won.
You come to me with promises of salvation, yet you're the one that deserves damnation. Your greed and hunger for wealth and power are the true demons that make you cower. You claim to hear the voice of God, but all I see is a charlatan's facade. Your deceit and lies will never prevail, for in the end, your true self will unveil.
The man realized the demons were but a lie. His soul was now free to grow and to fly. The priest consumed by greed and fear, had lost the truth that now was clear. In the end of this tale, it was the man who won, for he found the power of the soul and the sun. The priest was left behind, lost in the dust, for he's just a man consumed by his lust. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for doing that with me. Usually I read a solo poem, and I wanted to do this collab at the beginning. So let's give a big shout out for Gustav, man. He came up with this idea in this collab. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I gotta get
Gustav.
out here and come fuck with y'all. Yeah, I gotta get by here and come fuck with y'all.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. All right, so yeah, let's get this round one started. We got 5 people in the first round set to read their poems, and then we're gonna go into this wonderful feature we have. So first on the list, we have my brother, my spiritual advisor, my mentor, my role model, the man who carries the torch of poetry on his back. Lantern Carrier. Go ahead and unmute yourself and bless us with some words, brother.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, my brother. You're so kind, so kind. Greetings and shout out to your mother. Another time, if she comes again, I'll do a mother's poem for her.
I would love that. Thank you.
Yes. Next time, I'll do one for you. Thank you.
I would love it. Thank you.
Thank you. This poem is called No Farewell. Although we have wept and they are gone, they are neither dead nor sleeping. On the Elysian wheel of time they traveled to the soul's sacred bliss of another glorious dawn. No farewell. Instead, let's evoke an exquisite song, a sweet melody of priceless gems in the now and peerless diamonds in the hereafter. Let us listen to the birds sing and the fragrant flowers unfurling to our weeping, carrying our tears to the New Jerusalem. Our hearts mourn now, but will eventually awake with joyful delight, a boon for the Master's blessings. Let us listen while the bugles blow and the trumpets call, to know that in time, dear ones shedding tears will be comforted. Dance with shooting stars, carry the glories of love to the New Jerusalem, give praise and adulation for the grandeur of God. Although we have mourned with funeral songs and bleeding hearts, lament the sons and daughters we have lost, love has brought grace and mercy to their souls, born out of a spirit of sacrifice and fortitude, resilience and concern. No farewell, for even as the sun sets, only to rise again at daybreak, even as the effulgent moon glistens in the darkness, and the nightingales sing upon another virgin morn, so too they have risen, chanting Alleluia to their Lord. And in the breath of the breeze we will feel their spirit, for the wind has carried the joys and sorrows, their yesterdays, and the exaltations of tomorrows, to place them all at the feet of the beloved one. And now their spirits are sanctified. Cherubims and seraphims chant their names, while the exaltations of heaven glimmer with luster at the gates of serenity and supernal beauty. Steal away, steal away, steal away to Jesus. Steal away now, steal away to Jesus. That was poem 1. Got one more.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I loved it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gustav. Real talk.
Thank
You know,
you.
I salute you. You are I agree, or without you, man, this whole thing don't have no foundation.
Okay, second poem. We lie together in the sanctity of dawn, the seeds of an autumnal season blossoming in my soul. You lift my emotions with the reverence of love as I merge with silence, whispering praises to your elegance. I have experienced the tower of forces, dance in the wind with the breath of breaths. Now that you lie beside me, what else can be more meaningful and eternal? Only the sacred stillness knows the boon of this intimacy when the flames of your luster lingers in the sanctum of my heart. I have nursed this yearning for many moons, knowing that you treasured my advances, accepted readily, that like the sun and its eclipse, it was only a matter of time before we kissed. Last night I brought you tulips, and you, determined to reciprocate my inner hunger, adorned my soul most tenderly with a bouquet of roses. In the serenity of stars our affection flowed, my core echoing our memories of long ago when we were one. We were original, pristinely at ease in spontaneous synergy, going with the flow of awe and wonder. We rode the breeze, the wind laughing in ecstatic joy, filled with the melody of oneness, like a sitar and its strands, blending in musical fusion. Your smile garlanded my spirit, and even as your sweet gaze sang melodies within, I heard the drums of heaven beating as my heart's butterfly soared, flapping their wings with immensity. Now it is morn and the memories of night still linger, you and I in unspoken delight, closer than the closest, or rapture of passion, a timeless melodious lute. Aye, sweet Shyama, can you feel the sparrow's joy and the harmony of nightingales? They are both carrying the messages of love amidst an emblazoned daybreak not easily forgotten because it carries the redolence of our night, one spent so bewilderingly divine. I look at your cheeks, flushed with magnificence, a silhouette more grandiose than 1,000 Helens, bedecked in gold and silk. With you beside me, my heart is overrun by tender affections. I hear the notes of starlings as the hummingbird chants ballads of our ancestral home. My soul finds solace in the indigo sky, and I become enchanted by the lapis lazuli of the glistening moon. Yet it is your glow I see in all these magical bewitchments. We embrace in mutual affection, alive in our paradise as time stands still, we challenging each new reality that we encounter. My favorite place is the kiss of our hearts, steadfast in the flow of harmony and unbroken bliss. I want to love you, not with the solace of customary words, but with the maturity we both share, like ripe mangoes, a sweetness soaked in the luminance that speaks in silence, no less than the resonance of peerless symphonies melding together in our being. Thus, just like the drop in the ocean, I shall merge with everyone. On the day I merge with you, I shall blend in every heart. On the day I blend in you. Lantern Carrier, thank you.
Ooh,
Thank
ooh,
you.
ooh.
As always, such a
Yes,
blessing,
sir.
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thank you,
Yo,
Mr.
unmute and give it up
Extraordinary.
for the
Yeah,
wonderful Lantern Carrier.
Carrier,
Yes, Lancer
beautiful
Carrier,
as
thank
always.
you. Your poetry
yes.
is
Ooh,
Lantern, I don't know if you've been seeing me smoking. You know, I'm sitting here, you know, enjoying my mistress before I go out with my wife tonight. And I swear before God, as I'm sitting here smoking, like you spitting, I can fly with what you saying. And that's a beautiful thing. Amen.
Lantern,
Lift
Thank
up
you,
the
thank
Rose.
you,
best.
thank
real quick,
you.
Lantern, you're like a celestial being, like a guardian that watches over what we do. Your wordplay, your word choices, really, I wouldn't doubt that you have a collection of stardust in your abode. You just do things very magically with words. Your choices,
Okay.
just you're incredible, Lantern. Thank you for sharing your work with us.
Thank you, my brother Elemental. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah, it truly is a blessing. And you're here almost every Friday night. I think you've maybe missed once or twice, but you're here every Friday night just sharing that that love, that light, and inspiring us all to stay positive and to use our words for positivity. And your Instagram is amazing. And just like everyone in this room right here, just we absolutely admire you, man. Yeah. And speaking of one of those people, someone who I admire and who actually gave birth to me is here tonight and has a little ditty she wrote down, I believe. I don't know if she finished
Yeah.
it. She said she had a little something to write down. So
Yeah,
Well, it's
yes, I'm definitely curious. Yeah,
yeah.
Tom, yeah, come on up here, girl.
Nah, this is my first one. I just wrote it down from my heart. It just came out of me. Excuse me. Then let me read it. It's really short. The name of the poem is 3. A double and a single equals 3. A mother of 3, 1 girl and 2 boys. You know who one is. He's the host of the show. So 1 and 2 equals 3. To me, that's my legacy. My daughter has 2 boys. That gives me a double. And my 1 son married a single, another host of the show. So 3, my legacy. Thank you. The DAWS.
wow, Mom, you broke like
Yes, ma'am.
math into it and brought in the
That
whole
was my
family,
first
looped
one, my
around like,
first
oh my
one.
Yeah.
gosh, that was
First
everyone
poem.
unmute. Give it up for
That's
my
Yes,
mom,
ma'am.
dude.
Thank you
How it
so much,
starts.
Man.
DAWS. Yeah.
How it
Lovely,
starts,
Thank
like that
you.
one poem you
Come
gotta get
on,
out.
Yes,
mom, with
ma'am.
the
Thank
new
you.
shit, with the hot shit,
Right.
with the
Yeah.
numerology on them.
Yeah,
Dope.
that was all from inside. That just came out. And it just
Oh,
that's
I guess I
what I
know where I
felt.
get it from. She
Yeah.
was a poet, didn't know it. Hey, I love
I
it, Mom.
love
Thank
my
you
Friday
so
night.
much. I hope you show up more and I
Oh,
hope
I
you write
do.
more.
I
I hope
have
we all
been.
inspire you to keep that fire blazing in you.
That was fire and blazing
Yeah.
and inspired. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man. That
And
that was
thank you,
so cool,
man.
man. Like the way you broke it down with numerology and the rhymes and your
Yeah.
family, like
Yeah.
that didn't sound like a first poem, right? Like
But that
people need
was
to
my
get
first
to, yeah,
one.
that's the crazy part. Like it takes
No,
people to get to that
no,
point.
no,
You know
no.
what I mean? And she was
That
like,
cannot be your first.
bam, like jumped on. That
My
was her first
first
point.
one.
Like, what? Amazing, amazing. All right, so I noticed while everyone else was reading, we've had 2 other people show up here. We have Car Herrera. Would you like to read tonight, my good sir?
I'm just engaged in listening.
Okay. And Ruby, you just connected. Would you like to be added to the open mic list and read tonight too?
Sure. Sorry, there's a lot of background noise. I apologize.
No problem. All right, I'm gonna add you on to the end of the list here. And yeah, so we
Oh,
have
this for what? I'm so sorry.
for the open mic, would you like to read tonight?
Oh, no, thank you.
Oh no, you're just listening to, okay.
I'm just listening. Thank you.
All right, no problem. All right, so thank you so much, Mom, for that. What? That was beautiful. Keep writing. I hope we inspire you to keep
I
writing.
will. I get inspired by this show, you know. I get inspired. So
That's great. That's what our mission here is, you know.
yeah,
So definitely.
I feel it. I feel it.
Definitely. All right, so coming up next, we all know and love him. He's a good friend of my wife and I. We talk to him on a regular basis. Like he lives in South Florida near my mom down there too, where I come from. So, I feel like at one point maybe we even passed each other on the streets and didn't even know it. Yeah, let's all give it up for the Magus, Gustav Salas.
Yeah.
Greetings, beloved poets, and all the people who have come to Dominique's show. This is excellent. I have one poem for you. This is the Red State Blues. Florida's governor's attitude is devil may care. Feel like you're drowning, no coming up for air. So sick of propaganda, it's hard to watch the news. The diagnosis is clear. It's the Red State Blues. Red State Blues, we must find a cure. Red state blues, the virus is pure. Trans and gays denied equal protection under the law. To hell with the Constitution, it sticks in my craw. When theocracy comes to rule from the pews, you better bet I got the red state blues. Red state blues, the left shocked and awed. Red state blues, they're co-opting God. The Republicans who claim to revere and cherish life, pro-war and death penalty, the hypocrisy's rife. How can so many ignore all the clues? They don't care at all. We got the red state blues. Red state blues, a right hook to the left. Red state blues, their political boxing is deft. Ron DeSantis like a terrible sequel, crushing constitutional rights. In this, we're all equal. The majority like Horton, who can't hear the who's. Christians lording it over Hindus, Muslims, and Jews. Red state blues, so many Helen Kellers, so much to lose. Deaf, dumb, and blinded by the red state blues. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you give it up for Magus.
That was great. Loved it.
Yes.
Loved it. Loved it. Loved it.
Always
Loved
love
it.
your poetry. Such a fire poet.
I know. Isn't that
Gustav,
great?
Gustav, I'm finally reminded of who you remind me of. Tim Dorsey. Because he's an author out there in Florida. Gustav, you remind me of Tim Dorsey.
Can you put that in the chat for me, Ecole? I'd like to follow him. I'd like to check him out.
Man, his books are so thrown out, man. You will love the humor in Tim Dorsey.
Oh,
Tim
nice.
Dorsey.
Nice. Definitely. All right, so we're getting close now to our feature. And E. Cole, while you still unmuted, it's your turn next. So go ahead and bless us with some word, brother. Welcome back. We miss you. Ain't seen you in a hot minute. I know you've been working and all that. I know you got a date to go on in a bit. You came to drop some knowledge on us, so I appreciate it, man. And we love you, bro. From the bottom of our hearts, we love you, bro.
Man, I appreciate it. I didn't even know that your mama was gonna be here. And I guess it just fit because, usually y'all get some Mr. Throwed Off type shit. Y'all get some goonish type shit. Y'all get some pothead P type shit. But tonight, I really want to do something different. Tonight, I'm reading 2 short poems from that has never been read anywhere. So this is an open mind exclusive. And these 2 poems gonna be going in my first ever spoken word album. And I call it Element Conversations. And so the first one is called Brave New World. Sadness whispers as a breeze passes by. Cries of despair fading or connected by the entities patrolling the sky. Peals of laughter can be found if a rainbow's followed to its end. And rain wipes away the tears of pain with the caress of a dearly beloved friend. Wind magnifies the howls of anguish for every soul to hear. Darkness is a respected censor, eclipsing all that we fear. Stars twinkle upon the innocent. The sun illuminates hate and rage. Typhoons and tornadoes destroy the ugliness, creating a beautiful new age.
Very good.
Fire.
Very good.
Hey, before you set the second one up, I just gotta let you know, my wife, Catalyst, is writing a poem, not necessarily as a tribute to her, to you, but like inspired by you, and she's gonna write it for you, and you're gonna get a handwritten copy mailed to you, signed by her, and she's gonna unveil that within the next couple of weeks here coming up. So stay tuned for that, bro. You got some dope fire coming your way. Cause we love you so much, man. You got some dope fire coming your way, dude. That's all I gotta say.
It's just, just windy outside and shit.
Yeah, all that dust in that wind, making a little teary. Yeah.
Shit. The second poem I call Cacophony. It is very short. A baritone beginning with an erratic bass line. The horns and heart compete for the main melody as the drums push the lead vocals to an ear-shattering falsetto. Rhythm guitar is on a tangent, hoping to send the piano on an uneven crescendo. Yet somehow, this chaotic cacophony is the most heavily sublime symphony These 2 ears have the privilege of hearing. Home.
Yeah, E. Cole.
That
Everybody unmute and give it
was
up for Father E. Cole.
Nicole, yeah.
Hey, we
Woohoo.
gotta give him extra
Yeah.
props because I
Yeah.
believe you just did your first paid in-person feature. What was it,
was
like 2 weeks ago or so,
good.
huh?
Yeah, I just did. Yeah, I just did my my first paid in person feature in Fort Worth in my home state, and
How did it
then
go? I'm sure
oh
the
man,
crowd just ate it up, man. They ate it up, huh?
the bookstore where I did it, they bought all my books, all the copies of my books that I had
Oh,
left with me. They bought all of them, and so that was a thing. And then I'm fixing to get ready to host my first live venue open mic here in New Jersey next month. So I've been like
all of our
working.
Jersey people, man, link up with E. Cole. Make sure you're there for this live. Yo, he's gonna be hosting it live. Yo, everybody show up to E. Cole show if you near New Jersey.
Definitely.
For
Also,
sure,
my
man.
vendor will be selling infused food. I have the only
Ooh.
infused food vendor at an open mic ever.
Oh,
Not
so
just munchies, not just Rice Krispie treats and brownies and donuts.
infused.
The meal itself will be infused. Every aspect of your meal will be infused. I'll be the only person that had it.
So show up, not only get your mind blown, but get your mind enlightened and changed a bit, so you can enjoy this more, man.
Oh,
E.
that bon
Cole, we love what you're
appetit.
Man,
doing, bro.
Is that what they
that,
call it? Bon appetit.
Yeah, bong
Eco, your
appetit.
country,
Your country ass is on point with that draw, boy. Listen, I appreciate how serious you do what you do. Make sure you keep doing it, folks.
man, appreciate y'all, man. None of this would have
That's
been done.
great.
None of this
Great.
would have been done without the people of this community. This shit does not start by this shit didn't start by myself. And if it was just I could have just been me talking to myself by myself. But because of all the people that pour into this and pour into each other the way we do, man, all this is popping out. Know that y'all help save me from selling dope. Y'all help save me from going back out there and robbing somebody. Y'all help save me from going back out there and pimping. Y'all save me. And that's why the love I give is the love I'll continue to give. Because without all of y'all in this poetry community, I probably will have been back in the statistical numbers.
I love how you said that. Backing up
already,
statistical numbers.
already.
Hey, man, and thank you so much, yo, for
Thank you.
choosing
Thank
this
you. Thank
life.
you.
Right? Like, and not only because, like, whatever, you might have caused harm to people, but just for blessing us. You know what I mean? Like, thank you for coming through and sharing your spirit with us, sharing your energy, man. We love you. Yeah, and be on the lookout for that thing my wife's got for you, man. She
Oh,
got
I
something
am.
for you, bro. You gonna be impressed too, man, because she read what she was working on. I was like,
And Magus, man, just give me the address. You say it's in August, give me the address. And I can get down there. No problem. Gustav, we can kick it in person. Just give me the address of what it's DM me in my IG, DM me, send me the address of where it's gonna
make sure
be at
you
and the
bring
date.
plenty of blunts though, man. I heard Gustav, I mean, is a chifa. So,
I'm
I
gonna tell
am
make
you,
sure you got a
indeed.
every
few,
poet that
make
I
sure you got
kicked
a
it
few
with,
twisted up ready for him, bro.
every poet that I've kicked it with, that I've smoked with, I've smoked under the table. And every
Yeah.
poet that I kicked it with.
Oh,
This
it's a
is no
competition, live
exaggeration.
stream.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna see it
Give it
on
a
open
It's a
mic.
try. Give it a
Live stream
try.
competition.
Welcome you to give
competition.
it a
No
try.
My mom
exaggeration.
could.
I
I
heard
don't know.
of
My
it.
mom might be able to have all y'all beat, man. She been smoking since the
Oh
'60s,
yeah.
yo. Like,
Hey, yeah. I'm
This is
69. I
no
got y'all
exaggeration.
beat.
This is no exaggeration. Every poet that has smoked with me in the past 3 years, I have smoked under the table.
yeah,
Every last
yeah.
one of
That sounds like a challenge. You gotta bring it,
We'll see.
Magus. You gotta bring it,
Yeah.
Magus. It sounds like a challenge. All right, so we got one more person to spit, and then we going into our feature. We've got the incredible, the most humble and modest poet I think that I've ever worked with, that I've ever like been friends with. Like, just the way they carry themselves. So like, yeah, I got a little something for you. And then just blow your fucking mind with some deep ass shit. Even on like a 15-minute writing workshop, like I've watched this person do fucking magic. Shockie G, if you could unmute yourself and bless us with some words, sister, we'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
I got two pieces, and I don't know what Eco talking about because I'm still out here pimping. Like, I'm kidding. But here, let me. I got two pieces. This one you guys might have heard. It's a newer piece called "America's Shame." After an influx in shootings, schools are banning backpacks. They figure if children can carry the burden of America's shame, they can carry their books. After all, most of the books have been banned anyway. This is what happens in a country afraid of its past. They hinge on the belief that children are the future, so they school to prison pipeline or class to casket them before they learn the truth. I was told the pen is mightier than the sword, but this poem has nothing on an AK-47 wrapped in the Constitution. I don't give a fuck about an amendment when the men meant to protect us were treason like neckties, where their votes go, where the checks high. It didn't have to be like this. I guess you save money on the coffin the smaller it is. Call it the American discount. Do anything to save $1 and nothing to save a life. I've been expecting progress out of Congress, but I can't digest the inaction. It sits on my stomach, mixes with grief until I throw up these poems. Never throw up these hands. See, someone's got to fight for something. Maybe if I enter a school with a backpack full of poems of protests, maybe then they'll listen. All right.
Very powerful. Very powerful.
Wow, Shockie, amazing.
Yeah, before you start the second piece, can we all just take a moment just to be like, dang, y'all love that. We're the amendment. An
Wow.
amendment. Oh, just
You
the
better come through
wordplay
with
and
that
the
American discount.
yeah, like yo, like
Real.
punchline at the punchline, dude. Just all right. Let's see what you got next.
All right. This one's a little bit lighter piece. It's called Science of Love. When you love someone, your body begins to surge with oxytocin and dopamine. This rush in hormones causes your eyes to dilate. The pupils become larger as if you were in a darkened room so that it can grab as much light as possible. All of that to say this. From the moment you see her, your body prepares to steal her shine. If she loves you back, your eyes become two black holes where light cannot escape, pulling towards each other stronger than Earth's gravity. That makes love one of the strongest forces in our solar system. Knowing all this, you still said you needed space, as if the universe we created was not enough, as if the supernova of a heart was not enough, left it broken, could not get out of bed. My blankets felt like a ton of bricks. I prayed that one day I'd wake up and forget everything. Asked to not be so weak. Never mind that the void sucked me in and spat me out, left me hung over on a cluster of stars. That the light in you traveled thousands of years just for me to catch a glimpse. And now, here I am, ready to do it all again, waiting for that big bang moment when I will meet her, our hearts two moons circling these planets, just hoping to pull the tide in our direction. To feel love's grip one more time. Hold these constellations in our palm and give birth to new horoscopes.
Yo, Shocky, that was
Yeah,
beautiful. That was
yeah,
amazing.
awesome.
Everyone
Awesome.
unmute and give it up for Shocky G.
Shockie G, yeah.
Yeah.
Give birth to new horoscopes.
Hell yeah, Gustav. Tell her that shit again. That was hot.
Yeah.
Powerful as always.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So it's that time. We got this beautiful lady sitting down here ready to share her heart and her mind with us and her soul. Let me go ahead and read a little intro. So Dominique Colding, aka The Truth and Love, is a published poet, playwright, writer, and legal professional. She has been featured in the Company of Angels, Angel City Improv, and is a mainstay at the famous New Yorican Poets Cafe Monday night online open mic hosted by Elemental, who's here tonight, the man himself. Yup. Her work has also been featured in anthologies The Best Poets of 2019 and the International Library of Poetry's Invoking the Muse. She is a Washington, D.C. native, now living in Los Angeles. In her free time, Dominique enjoys practicing Reiki, singing, dancing, reading, studying metaphysics, traveling, and sharing her gifts of poetry and spoken word with the world. You can find her on Instagram at D Truth and Love. She's gonna post it in the chat so y'all can follow her. If you're not following her, I'd recommend following her. Let's all unmute for a moment and give it up for this amazing poet, Dominique Cold.
Dominique, yeah.
Dominique,
Mike,
Dominique.
very excited.
Yeah.
greetings,
So I'm not gonna
greetings.
yell at you until after. But I'm sending all this energy to you, so you better bring it. Come on, Dominique.
All right. Thank you all so much. Peace and blessings. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you to our amazing hosts, Thomas and Catalyst. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And I want to also thank my amazing family and friends that are here in this room, and also those that are here with us in spirit. And I also want to thank my fellow beautifully talented and wonderful poets and artists. Thank you so much for sharing your creativity and your genius with all of us here. All right, so the first piece that I want to share is short and sweet, and the title is Through the Eyes of the Sommelier. Red blushes as she is poured into the glass. Her feet quickly dance along the sides. Her form is supported as she relaxes into its shape. The aroma of luscious grapes, strawberry, and rose fill his nostrils, titillating and teasing the senses. His pupils dilate in response to the vibrant crimson blood red hues. First, he raises his glass in a toast to the gods for this divine creation. Red eagerly awaits with anticipation. He presses the glass to his lips, taking the sacred sip. It's Red's time to shine. She rapidly travels down his gullet, finally reaching his stomach. Yet, his relishing in Red's delicious taste is short-lived. For a split second, he realizes that his beloved Red has betrayed him. The interloper antifreeze brings him swiftly to his knees. He then collapses face down, meeting his demise. So that's the end of the first one.
That was good. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
That was so immersive too. Like just like I felt every word you said and smelt it and it was just there. Like that's so dope.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So the second piece, so there's kind of a little theme I got going on here. So the second piece that I have, a lot of you have heard it before, and I definitely want to share this with you all. And the title is Becoming One with the Mycelium. I took my thoughts captive. It turned into a hostage situation. Engulfed in endless rumination, mental masturbation with no way to release, no breaking free from this self-imposed prison. Until one day, deep in meditation, I received a universal transmission. Deep dived into the depths of the interwebs. Upon my research, I decided to take a chance on our fungi friends. From my first microdose of the magical shroom, I knew that a mystical day trip would soon ensue. Set in setting, set in stone, do not disturb placed on my phone. I knew this journey would take me far from home. 20 minutes in, Mama Universe began to bare her soul. I began to witness the breath of life and the lifeless devices around me unfold. An hour later, I could barely bear the intense, vivid colors and sounds, everything, everywhere, all at once, receiving delicious downloads from all directions, dimensions, multiverses, omniverses, and intersections, receiving from this golden teacher, a professed preacher. Approximately 30 minutes later, at that point, there was no time. I heard them say, you have escaped the matrix. You are not your mind. I became one with the mycelium, most ancient of ancestors. I was vibing to the psilocybin, seeing fractals unfolding like delicate lace doilies, playing double dutch in my mind. Liberating each worry, each care, each concern, washed away, never to return. Everything, everywhere, all at once, communing with my higher self, the ancestors, aliens, deities, and gods, working through the mushroom magicians, releasing my inhibitions, finally breaking free from the matrix prison, becoming one with the mycelium. Now I can truly celebrate my liberation.
Yeah, and that's why I chose to do that collab with Magus, because I was like, this is gonna tie in. Watch, y'all see. That was amazing. Before you continue on,
Beautiful.
everybody
Beautiful.
unmute and give it up for this amazing mind.
You are.
Wow, I love that poem. Vibing with the psilocybin is so hot. Double
Yes,
dutch in
yeah.
my mind. Yeah.
Awesome.
You're
That
a
was
rock star.
awesome.
Wonderful.
Need that piece, Dominique.
Loved
So
it.
whatever you gotta do to make it, I'm gonna need that piece. Come on.
Yes.
Isn't that beautiful?
So
Very
good,
beautiful.
so good.
Thank you.
All right, continue on, Queen.
All right, so let's see next. So yeah, we're gonna continue with the theme with the metaphysical and the astrals. And this is one of my favorites. They're all my favorite. The title is, I Will See You on the Astral Plane. Attuned to the frequency, the ethereal, other realms. The cosmic knowing of each chakra awakes as the Kundalini rises from its slumber unencumbered to higher vibrations and frequencies, vibrating faster than the hummingbird's wings. If you blink, you will miss it. Dividing soul and spirit, do you not perceive it? The schism of the nocturnal emits explosions of light behind closed eyelids sealed shut as my soul temporarily withdraws from this earthen vessel, evolving into a dark canopy of scintillating stardust, the darkness, the blackness, source energy, beckoning me into the billions and trillions of galaxies, becoming the edge of the multiverse, multiple realities. Stardust and melanin, yeah, that's me. A mirage like a space ghost going coast to coast. The veil is thinning. It cannot be grasped by earthly hands. One foot planted in so-called reality, the other harmonizing, existing on the astral plane. Celestial bodies cannot contain, expelled from the origins of the Big Bang. I look forward to seeing you on the astral plane. Just for a few moments as you linger in the dream states, I lie in wait to see you on the astral plane. When your time in this realm comes to an end, your energy and frequency vibrate faster than the hummingbird's wings, no longer teeter-tottering in two separate realms. You will be here in this reality. Trust and believe. We will see each other until we meet again on the astral plane.
Yeah. Oh, that shit was dope.
Wow.
See, this is
That
the
was
science and the
awesome.
metaphysical and all that I was so attracted by your
I
poetry.
love
And when I
that.
heard
I
you on New York, I
love
was like,
that.
you need to come to Open Minds. Like, this is the place for
It's
you.
so cool.
Like, you're just so
Thank
enlightened and so
you.
elegant with it. And it's amazing. Like, I'm so glad that people like you exist. I don't feel
Yeah.
so alone in this world when I know that there's a soul out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this feature. And the show must go on.
All
Thank you.
right. You're welcome, and thank you so much. All right, so I have two more. So my penultimate piece. So the last two are very inspirational, and my penultimate piece is titled Just Be. I wish that you would tear down and demolish the facade, the arbitrary, contrary front that cloaks your true beauty and majesty. Strip down to the bare bones and lie completely naked, nude, and bare. Unashamed, unafraid, unabashedly, unapologetically you. Bump the haters and the naysayers who try to shove you in their perfect little 2x2 square pegs, corny as hell. Don't ever sell out for clout. Just be you, baby. Be you. You, the unique being. Spark of creation, YOLO. It's okay if you fly solo, dolo. Know though that just being present, standing firm, 10 toes down, working your presence is worth more than gold. Be bold, be strong, be loud, be proud. Keep doing the damn thing, child. Keep dancing your dance and sing your song. And when you least expect it, the right ones will come along. Forget those fakers who try to stifle your spirit and clothe you in implicit garments that black out your luminescence. Flee from those who try to force feed their imbecilic ideations to uphold the status quo. Their cold, rigid, anal retentive, dissented directives. See how they try to stuff, stifle, and strip your true essence. The genuine, authentic, intimate, bare-boned, vulnerable, simplistic, yet elegant truth and essence of a soul who longs to bear it all, to have courage before all, to have authenticity before all, to speak life before all, to speak truth before all, to be perfect in their flaws before all, to keep eyes and face forward, to rendezvous with like-minded spirits, never looking back, never turning back, no regrets, making mistakes and getting messy, learning and growing before all, to lay naked before all. No shame, no indignation, no fronts, no facades, and no half-stepping. Tear down and demolish the facades, the fronts. Don't let them shade you or jade you. Drop the fools and their stupidity when they hate on the honesty of your nudity. Just be you, baby, be you. And always, always cherish the sacredness of your nakedness.
Oh,
Bless,
oh,
bless. So good. Such an empowering piece. I love it.
it was
All right.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
All
Thank you.
right.
You have such wisdom in your poems. So
Yeah.
so
Yes.
deep. Yeah.
She found something on that shroom trip, man, and studying metaphysics and doing all the energy work. She found something, man. She connected. She connected to something.
Yeah,
Definitely.
it's
Definitely.
beautiful.
All right, so last, certainly not least, I have another one of my favorites, and the title is Straighten Your Crown. This third dimension is a hellish tension. I sometimes shudder at the thought of bringing you into this erratic, mystifying life. It's not always like this. I pray and trust that you are divinely guided with every step you take. When you make mistakes, take it up as experience. You are royalty, an eminent bloodline dripped in loyalty, a legacy spread across the infinite galaxies. Straighten your crown. Ignore the clowns with the haughty eyes that frown upon your quintessence. You're the OG legacy. No need for deceit. Even when we suffer momentary defeats, our spiritual weapons of warfare wreak havoc on the weak mortal flesh that's trapped in karmic debt. My lineage, spawned from the Ruach Hakodesh, breath of life, formed into this melanin, carbon footprints planted, rooted firmly into this family tree where you, my leaves, are thriving into a lush, verdant green. This legacy is more than what the eye can see. Remember who you are, divine lineage, ancestral lines through time, infinite spark of creativity, carved from the battle axe forge of syntax. Wordsmith, we birth these rhymes, outlasting the test of time, cups running, overflowing, abundantly divine. We break the mold, handcrafted by design. My father, rest in power, King, showered his family with love, spoke life even in strife, through the good times and the pain. He did the best he could. His demeanor was solid like the rock of Gibraltar. My altar prayers never ceased to rise, intertwined with incense ensconced. My mother, my marvelous queen, she is the epitome of the woman in Proverbs 31. Nobility clothed with strength and dignity. She extends her enduring arms to the poor and allows the underdog to be spoken for. She speaks divine wisdom into my brother and I carry on this legacy to my progeny. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, oh, and straighten your crown.
Yo, Dominique, the truth and love.
Preacher,
Everybody
yeah.
unmute yourself and
Yes.
give it
You
up
rock
for the
that mic.
magnificent,
Yeah.
the intransicant, the
What a nice Friday
divine
night. What a
Dominique.
nice Friday.
Breathtaking.
Thank you for a nice Friday night. This is beautiful.
Yes,
What a treat. What a treat.
That was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much. And we probably gonna want an encore. We're gonna let some other people get on the mic here, but we all want an encore. I see, people are asking for it in the chat. We all want to hear more from you. That was amazing. So I hope you got something lined up. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue on round one, and then we're gonna maybe hear an encore, and then go on to round two. So I posted a list earlier. Generalissimo showed up though, so I tagged him on the back there. So coming up next to continue round one, we have the beautiful Miss Diane Ward. Uh-oh, you're unmuted, but we can't hear you. No. Oh no, we can't hear Diane. You want to
Is
try to
there
disconnect
there
and
a sign
reconnect
for
maybe, or
unmute?
well,
There's a sign
she's
for unmute.
unmuted, but it's not. Yeah, something's going on with her, either her headset or her phone. Diane, if you want, we can roll to the next person, try to disconnect, reconnect, and come in, and we'll put you on there. All right, so in that case, while Miss Diane gets her microphone working, we have one of my good friends now, brother. We've been fucking growing close over these past few weeks and stuff, man. And he broke me out of this creative block that I had, and I said I had writer's block, and he goes, the way I see it, there's 4 horsemen of the writer's block. Mine are this, this, and this. What are yours? And I wrote them down. And then that night, my wife and I came up with 2 new forms of poetry. an anthology idea and a really cool t-shirt idea. Stay tuned on the Instagram. You guys will find out all about that. But yeah, all thanks to Mr. Nemo Sum. Unmute yourself and bless us with your word, brother.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am going to read a sequence of 4 micropoems. I was too focused on the restraints to feel the needle, but I felt the drug. The tightness in my chest let go just a little, to let the fresh wound breathe. She put her hand on my arm and she just left it there the whole ride. But we didn't talk, and she didn't make eye contact. Screaming into the phone got me a pass to the special place where screaming people go. Then everything stopped. A young man stood next to me, and we stared out the window together. He told me I was the first person he'd met who had hope. 1 year later, and I have nothing elegant to say. There's a metaphor in there somewhere, some way to make the pain beautiful. But it's too stark for me to hide behind pretty words. All I can do is tell you the truth. I miss my kids. I miss my home. My heart is broken, and I go over and over if I could have done it differently. If I hadn't given in to the fire in my mind, if I'd called a friend instead of screaming as loud as I could the horrible things I thought I saw. What if I had stayed down, lying on the hot pavement and not gotten up? Would it have changed anything? Would I still be here today, wondering if there was a way that I didn't have to leave restrained? What does it say about me that I thought my friends had turned on me? That I told the man on the phone that they were trying to kill me? What made me decide that he was in on it too and hang up? What drove me to confess to terrible crimes I never committed, but thought I should be punished for? How can I or anyone ever trust me once my mind was not my own? Will I ever be free again, or do I have to keep these memories and let them burn to remind me what I've lost, to remind me that I'm not safe, to remind me that I'm broken? There's no way back. There's no way home. There's nothing elegant to say 1 year later. The hospital called today, but the phone didn't ring. I felt an echo of the echo in the shower on the 2nd floor, where I felt strangely safe. I heard the song in the hot air of the courtyard, while we, the committed, walked round and round and round. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
So fucking powerful every time. I love it. Like, he
Brave and
shoves
raw.
so much
Yeah.
like emotion and imagery and everything into just such a small amount of words, man. Like, and he says it comes from his computer background writing code. So when he writes his poem, he's like, you know, if this, then that, like, he's got that whole, I'm gonna make this thing function and make a beautiful program out of it, and it's gonna be the dopest app, but it's just poetry words. And brother, you do that, man. Like, you, the intensity of your words, man, and just that calm demeanor you spit them with, and that pace is, it's just amazing. Everybody
It's
unmute
the
and give it up for the
entertainment.
great Nemo Sum.
Emo, yeah.
Yeah.
I am blushing so much over here. Thank you everyone so much.
We love you.
All right, so Miss Diane Ward, I believe
Can you
got
hear
your
me
mic.
now?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Oh, I feel so blessed to hear your voice right now.
My
Everybody,
computer's acting up. I'm sorry.
get your smiles
Um,
ready, get your hearts all warmed up. We have the lovely Miss Diane Ward coming up.
well, thank you so much. It is it was such a pleasure to hear Dominique, and I decided to read a piece. When she read Just Be, there's a wonderful poet named Avacha, and she has a new book out, With Every Step I Take Two, and I'm going to read a piece that she has written, and it's called Papi Was a Dancing Man. Papi was 25 shades blacker than midnight. Blue black, they called him. Papi was a pretty boy, a pretty man. Skin so smooth, he looked like he was carved out of ebony. Papi never just walked. He was smooth like his skin, moved like a panther, like a well-sung song. Papi was beautiful to watch, wore his pride like armor, like a weapon, like a shield. In cities designed to make him disappear, he wore his blackness like a badge of honor, moved through the whiter than thou madness with the grace of greased lightning, danced his way across stages that tried to bury him in the filth of their fear. Papi was 25 shades blacker than midnight, the kind of unstoppable black that they couldn't hold back, no matter how much they tried. Papi was untouchable. Even when they tried to get him by trying to get to me, he danced in their faces on all their sacred places and made a joke of their ignorance by stealing their shows on their stages and giving unasked for lessons on the real Black power, his unshakable power, our deniable survival power. Papi was 25 times blacker than midnight, 25 times blacker than was tolerable by terrified white folks, by immaculate knee-grown jet setters, hair too bad to be so confident, too African-looking to be so proud, too loud to be so arrogant, too damn Black, or so they said. But even when Black was a never-to-be-spoken word, they couldn't stop his beauty. I mean, like when Papi smiled, even the wind held its breath. And while all the foolish tongues rattled, he danced and spread his blackness across the whiteness of this stolen land. And he danced and danced and danced and danced and kept holding my hand, held on real tight till I was strong enough to see the light and write this poem. Papi was 25 shades blacker than midnight. Thank you. Avacha.
Miss Diane, Avacha, can you?
Wow.
I know you read another poem from her. Can you put either her IG or her name in there? Because
Sure.
amazing poet. Thank you so much for. I love when you come to read because you'll read a
Yeah,
piece from you, but then you'll also introduce us to like new poets that we haven't heard.
it's
And like,
good.
I'm not really big in the poetry game. I just do this little thing on Fridays, right? I bring a couple of friends from around the world together just to, share some poetry and love. Like, I ain't all that big in it, but like, I love it when you come in, you introduce us to new poetry and stuff. And like I said, I want to write a piece for you to read just because your voice and even that little giggle in the when you was doing it, like I'm sure that wasn't
It's
written in there,
fun.
haha. Like she did
Yeah.
it, right? Like just the performance, I just
Yeah.
Miss Ward, I love you.
Thank you so much. And I look forward to
Everybody.
being your feature. So,
Yes, so Miss Diane Ward will be
Cool.
featuring June 23rd. My birthday is June 21st. So it's like a belated birthday gift to me to have the lovely, wonderful Miss Diane Ward come and feature for us. I'm so excited about it. Some other features we have coming up next week's going to be Teri Rose, the chameleon poet. And then June 2nd after that, we got the man himself in the building now, Paul Skiff. He's going to do a dope set for us. Then we have everybody's favorite fireman, Ed Potastic. We got him coming up. After that, we got Chance on the haiku master. He's working on breaking the world record for haikus, and he is creeping closer every day. Um, After that, we've got Diane the 23rd, and then Elemental, because I love him so much and he got so much to say. He hosts the New Eurekans every Monday. All we get to see him is be the host. We never get to sit down. Y'all got to come to the Friday night or Thursday just to hear this man speak, and we all love him so much, man. Elemental's gonna be back June 30th with another set. Following that, July 7th, we got Atlas himself. Yo, Atlas is he's been gone for a little while, but he's gonna come and do one. And then we got Whisper Poet, who is a new member of the community, and she has some really amazing poetry. So I'm excited for
Yeah.
that. And then I think next week I'm gonna start booking again because we're like a month or so in advance, and I don't want to be like, hey, can you feature in 2 months, right? Like I'm waiting, waiting till we catch up a little bit before I start asking for new features. But you know that I'm gonna get some good features up in here like we do every Friday night. So I'm really excited about everything coming up, everybody coming up. Diane, did you have another one you wanted to read for us? You're muted. There
yeah,
you go.
okay. I got the computer. I do have another piece. This is, again, I'm highlighting another poet because I think it's important. I think it's not just about us. It's about, as you said, sharing and making people aware of other people. And since I have the 4 minutes, whatever, I like to be able to share with others. This is Asian American Pacific Islander Month. And I'm going to read from Maureen P. Medina. She is a Filipina, and she has a beautiful piece. I'm not sure if I read this before, but in honor of Asian American Pacific Islander Month, out of her book, My Fears Out Loud by Maureen Medina, I'm going to read this quickly. It's called Toast. Bread and butter, the crunch, the flavor, remind me of you. When you pick me up from school, make me toast, slathered in butter and coated with sugar. When you braid my hair, Mom still hasn't learned how. When you get dressed up, slick your hair back and wear your Montague shirt, which I still can't pronounce. I just know the Filipino mispronunciation. I just know you had all the colors. Toast reminds me of how you're accessorized, adorned in gold, obnoxious and enduring. Toast reminds me of gargoyles, mummies alive, swimming pools in the summer, Hercules, Xena, the warrior princess, naps, shoelaces, German shepherds and Yorkies, poker, multiplication table, card games, blueberries, jasmine. Toast reminds me that I wish I had more time with you, with this least wounded version of you. Toast reminds me of your smile, your laughter, your serenades. Please don't think I forgot. I remember everything. Maureen Medina.
Wow, that was nice.
I'll put her
Thank you.
information in the in the chat.
Yes, please
Thank
share
you.
with us. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. So excited to hear your feature coming up. And like I said, it's 2 days after my birthday, so it's gonna be like a birthday gift for me. And you know, you've been around since I think it was the first or second open minds we ever did. It was our first feature we ever had. Um and you showed up to show support, and you've been coming through ever since. And yeah, I thank you for that. Many blessings. And I'm looking forward to your future. So yeah, let's keep this thing rolling here. Coming up next, yo, me and this man, bro, I don't know how to describe this to you guys. So you guys all know Vale Larkin. I'm sure half of you guys know who Vale Larkin is, right? One of the greatest poets that we all know and love. They do amazing poetry. They spent all this time writing an entire play. What was it, like an hour long, Elemental, with the and it was broken down into sections. Elemental was a consultant on it. Like they had, dude, or the translators, the sign language people, interpreters. The interpreters were like dancing with it, like like I've seen sign language, but like they were like performers themselves, dude. Like, and then they had a dancer on stage. They had the guy reading the interludes. They had the thing like we witnessed one of the greatest pieces of theater on Tuesday. And Elemental was like, yo, I remember working on it and like reading it and like helping it, but then seeing it brought to life was something else, man. And like I think you can agree, like that was one of the greatest pieces of theater that I think I've ever seen. It changed my mind on how theater could be and how poetry can be. Like that was like poetry in its ultimate form. Like you had the visuals, the audio cues, the just like it brought Vale's words to life in such an amazing way and told such a great story from so many different aspects of homeless life. And they're gonna be running it still on at the Cell Theater. Once that's done, they're gonna put it up for stream. I recommend y'all go check it out. It's Words of the Prophets. Amazing stuff, man. If you want to say a few words about that piece and then go into your poetry, Elemental, because I want to big this up, dude. Because my mind was blown on Tuesday, bro. Like I still can't get over. I sent Vale a message yesterday, and I was like, yo, I still can't get over that shit. Like it was the greatest piece of theater that I've ever seen. Like every aspect of it, from the interpreters to the dancers to the readers, to it was amazing the way the lighting was, where it casted the shadows of the dancers on the walls. Like it was incredible. It's like that was poetry in its highest form, and it came from our fam, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so good, man. I loved it. Go
100%,
ahead, Ellie.
man. Listen, shout out the Y Collective, shout out the Cell Theater, shout out Vale Larkin, shout out Jules. Listen, there's a lot of folks involved putting that together. The one thing I love about that piece was it was a poem turned into a one-act play, right? Also, I want everyone in this room to take away this piece of information. Vale Larkin did all of that from the confines of where she sits, okay? Vale did not go out of state. Vale didn't have to go this state and that state and move around to write this play, to get someone to actually produce it. They did casting calls. They did all of these things. They did auditions, all of these things. It is truly an amazing work of art when you see it come to life. It was
blew
truly
my
a
mind,
pleasure.
dude. It blew my wife and I said that was the dopest thing we have ever seen.
Look, I told
And I've
Vale,
tried DMT, man, and I was still like, that shit blew my mind, bro. Like,
I told Vale it would change the way that people interact with theater. It would change the way that people go to the theater. And the way that I saw the movements happening with the actual dancers, right, and the people that they put into it, it was phenomenal, really. So I implore all of you, when you get a chance to check it out, please check out Words of the Prophets. It is amazing. All right, I'm gonna get to this. It really was, like, really, truly. I know they're gonna be broadcasting it at some point. So when you see
They're
it,
waiting to sell out because they're still selling tickets at the sell, right? Like you don't want to put it
yes,
for free online and you just try to sell tickets. So once it's
right.
done with its run at the sell there, it's gonna be online. And I recommend all you guys look it up. I'll bring it up every week until it's available. And then when it's available, I'll post a link to y'all. I'll send it out in the email blast. Because honestly, it changed my life, dude. It changed how I conceive poetry and how poetry is written in my head now. Because now I can see that it could be like acted out with dancers and interpreters and sound and light and just like it was transforming and it was so informative. And I believe all of the proceeds went to homeless shelters and stuff to help the homeless out. So it was not only like to raise awareness, it was there to like actually make a tangible change in these people's lives. And
And
so
that was why Vale penned it in the first place, right?
yeah.
Because Vale used to be homeless. Vale's done a lot of things, so it is written and designed to be something for the people, right? Quite literally for the people, really, written, with people in mind and for the people.
And we need a lot more of that. We need a lot more of that. That would be perfect for more people to do stuff like that.
That's
That's really
amazing, Mom. Once it's up for stream, I'm gonna send you the
no,
link, Mom. You
I
gotta
will
see it.
definitely watch it. I will definitely be there to watch it.
And
Just let me
donate to
know.
the things they got. There's all these
Yeah,
places you can donate to afterwards. I know you and Pops got a little
cool.
money laying around. You could toss a couple
All
bucks, you know what I'm
right. Well,
saying? So
I'm digging my savings.
It is really truly worth checking out. Truly, I implore all of you to do so. Really, let me get to this so we can make sure we can get to the second piece of this incredible feature. As Thomas said, I am the host of the Monday Night Online Open Mic presented by the New Eurekan Poets Cafe. It's a lot of usual suspects in this room. It is so great to see these people. I continue to tell all of y'all, and y'all know me, it is really y'all's energy that really make this thing go. So I'm going to share something brand new. I was really just working on this today, finishing it today. So it's new shit, forgive me for slanging paint. But I had to bring something new for the queen, on her feature. So, and Diane Ward is here, Jedi Master is here. So this is a concept piece. This is Twilight Hours. When you step beyond outer limits of minutes, past witching hours where time becomes minion of nightmares that make sugar particles poisonous parasites for procurement of poppy seed paradise turn paradox that break boundaries of boxes that say intoxication can't be useful. A beautiful abuse of recluse venom and still fear in stanzas like Langoliers under a Stephen King regime of glorious fantasies for every green mile of secret gardens where rose matter stretch past shining midnight starscapes singing Cassiopeia praises with Herculean lungs from Mount Olympus. You remember Zeus, who killed his father to marry his sister, how beautifully twisted mythology became necessary learning material to set stages for subtraction of truth, replaced with tall tales told as old as time and silver bullet script for temptress of Hitchcock's sickest senses turned hitchhiker hiding in darkness of sunshine with time enough at last for Twilight's past, tickets punched by crypt keeper cackles, to Rocky horror Pixar shows, matinees like Thriller, in popcorn theaters sitting next to a Pennywise for thoughts screwed from medulla by Medusa, Kama Sutra, pages turned stone from glances of curses, make terror, tantalizing treats and grams of occult, snort Constantine, crystallized conspiracies that codex edicts your perceptions of holy goals, goose and goblins like greedy gremlins on rampages. What's your pleasure, sir? Sink your teeth into cenobites of psychopathic jigsaw sleight of hand torture treats served by masters of illusion and techniques of Wes Craven's craving for panic and blood curdling screams for gruesome hallucinations make sleep your enemy, injecting voltage into dark veins, chewing filament fragments, praying for sparks, stepping on broken promises when heels have eyes just as menacing under beds or painted horridly on kabuki masks. The devil takes many forms on deadly stages, makes spotlight quicksand, sinking slowly into suffocation, just a fingertip away from waking up to your destiny. But this place doesn't speak alarm clock. This place doesn't speak wake up nor pendulum swing, not attached to guillotine, counting your dismemberment in increments of disgusting degrees that harness cortisol created confines, counting coffins and crows for every spirit exposed to possibilities of escape where there is none. From shapeless and formless prisons for closed minds plugged into reality-shaped figments, that what we see is actually real. Beginning to REM and Dante's Inferno, 9 circles turn divine cycles of sadistic combustion chambers with carte blanche on unconscious instinct manifest cataclysmic seedlings that grow into chaos dimensions where Beelzebub, by any other name, still stinks as sweet as brimstone or sulfur. Burning permanence into gray matter makes sweetbreads for cannibals whose appetite for destruction causes gluttonous tendencies. Beware the channels you roam. Slip into your ambient alignment and pray for sweet dreams. Peace, y'all.
Oh boy, Elemental.
Peace. Wow.
This is why
That was
I
good.
asked you if you could
Thank
feature
you.
again for us, because you are one of my favorite poets. You are one of my favorite people, dude. We love what you do for the community, the energy you give back, bro. We fill you up with all this energy, and then you just ball it up, bro, and like Goku, Super Saiyan, just shoot it back in our faces, and we're just like, what the fuck? I wasn't ready. But
I
brother,
apologize, for real. Like, I love y'all so much, you know what I mean? But I don't always get to rip anymore, you know what I'm saying?
that's what I'm saying. That's why I love
Y'all get
providing
all
this
my
space
energy
for
now,
you.
you know what I mean? Trust me.
Yeah.
Different kind of energy, but I love
Lord.
giving it to y'all, truly. But now y'all get my poetry and concentrate. So I
Yeah.
apologize.
Cause he's sitting back every Monday just hosting, just holding back all these rhymes, bro. Right now he's got his blacksmith banging out new pens by the minute, cause he needs a new pen every minute. Just write a word and that shit melts, and he gotta get a new one and just write another word and it melts, and he just constantly just churning out the blades, right? And Elemental, I'm so glad that you're gonna come back June 30th and spit some more fire for us, dude. And I hope you come back next Friday, and the Friday after that, and the Friday after that, and the Friday after that, brother.
Again, real quick, to every poet who came before me and after, I truly appreciate your energy, and I truly appreciate y'all being here for the Queen Dominique's feature. Really, I'm looking forward to your second set, Queen. Take it away.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Elemental, thank you so much, brother. We love you, man. We love you. Yo, coming
Blew
up.
me away, Elemental. Incredible.
Yeah, unmute.
Incredible.
Oh, that's right. Unmute. I was talking so much
Yeah.
shit. Everybody, unmute and give it up for
Yeah.
Elemental.
Amazing,
Yeah.
Elemental. Too much. Really incredible. Too much. Yeah.
It's been in the fire,
Thank
Elemental.
you.
Channeling Paul, I did a little bit there too, Paul. He was channeling a little bit of you, man. Every other syllable was hitting.
Yeah, buddy, dude. Oh, yo, and that crescendo, the way you worked up to like those crescendos in those first few lines, bro, like it was music, dude. It was music. I want to work on a song with you, man. Me and CP got something we working on, man. I'm hoping that you gon' maybe kick a verse or something for it, man. Cause we expanding out, you know what I'm saying? I seen how plays can go and how music can go and people dancing and stuff. So let's incorporate some more to this, man. Let's drop some beats on these, man. You know what I'm
Music
saying?
is too, you think it's too small, man. Like Tony Montana, we got to think big. We thinking documentary style. We thinking music video style. It's a lot going on, man. We know too many incredibly talented folks.
Yeah,
just to do what I'm talking about, man. We'll rap.
Yeah,
Everybody in here is gonna be involved in some way. Either your name is gonna be mentioned or involved in some way. Trust.
Yeah.
It's coming. Big things popping. Keep going.
Big things popping up. Big things popping up. Also, there's an open mind anthology that we're gonna get started soon. We're gonna ask 50 people to do 2 pages. So front and back, you got 2 pages. You can cram 10 poems in that with the minimal font, or you can do a haiku and all artwork that will help develop with you. But we're gonna request that 50 people make submissions for 2 pages, and we'll help you with the artwork. Depending on what you want to do, and we're gonna do an open minds anthology. All the proceeds will go to keep open minds going, to pay for our Zoom, our mid journey for the art and all that stuff. And then anything after that will go to the merchandising that we want to start. And then anything after that we'll give back to everyone who contributed, and free merchandise for everyone who committed, free books, all that stuff. But yeah, that's coming in the future. I like what Elemental's got going. He's like, think bigger than that, man. Think bigger. So I'm gonna have to holler at you soon, bro, because I'm with it. We are with it, bro. Yeah, I seen Teri Rose just came up. She's gonna be featuring next Friday. So I added you to the end of the round one list here. But coming up next, we got the Jedi Master himself, Paul Skiff. He's gonna actually be featuring after Teri Rose, June 2nd. So y'all be on the lookout for that 2 weeks from now. Paul, if you could unmute yourself and bless us with some word, brother, I'd appreciate it.
Thanks. Thanks for that intro. Just so happy to be here with everybody. I mean, look at the collection of people who are here tonight. Just such a vital boost for me, and that's an understatement. So, Dominique, praise. And, what can I say about Elemental? I'm, just the word work itself, you listen to that, it's like brick, and his cultural references, the range of that, the guy's got the ancients and he's got what happened yesterday, that's kind of scope and depth and awareness. That's just phenomenal. So yeah, it's just really vital for me to be here. So thanks to everybody. I have this piece that's influenced by a poet who's a costeño person from the coast of Colombia, whose work I really like. His name is Pedro Blas Julio Dromero. So it's kind of in his style as a tribute to him. And it ends up with, I'm going to recite an Odu from the Aaron Din Logun in the Yoruba language. So that's not something I wrote. I'm just reciting this Odu. Your skin is worry I eat, sad child, in the narrow street of your smile, where I am familiar with every crack on each corner and names of the neighborhood captains who whistle the signal that alerts thieves to appraise a prospect. Their hungry noon has full pockets that hide foreign currency valued from a distance. The minuscule ant runs across to shade, thrown from a momentary triumph. Taking exults as smoke of cohibas fattens on wet midnight air. You free me like ghost of a woman who loved me before madness became her dwelling, and clitoris of her skirt hems hardened with starch of a primitive language. Love bites. When your shape begins, I record a hum deep in the ship of your caresses. like soles of feet for 200 years, smoothed plaza stones that paved your eyes before they would drink you back from that mirror and cloud me with malicious smile, more opaque than depth of darkness you carried involuntarily across ocean out the rumors of a continent from where I learned my melodies for benedictions not said, to transport also the drums which revolt of our giving my heart like a star to every eye that exists. I am out of breath, dizzy as I planned, without thinking, but only behind dreams reaching through a tongue whose masquerade is curative touch for the sleep I lose. For the sooth said life transitions, dissolving empty chance where you and I began, luckless, sad child, our two faces illuminated by this one surprise. Passa ben boom boom ada fen lo jo aso bon core yeah. You are
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
the singing at the end too, brother.
That
Thank you
was
so
great.
much for sharing that with us.
That was great. Thank you. Thank you.
Your
You were quite
performance and
simply
your
from
voice,
another planet, Jedi Master.
right?
Yeah,
He is, man.
So
We
good.
call him Obi-Wan so bad, right? Like,
that was really cool.
Deeply
I'm so
moving.
excited for his feature June 2nd. Not next week. Next week, we got Terry Rose, who's in the building, and then we got Paul Skiff. Yeah, I'm excited for both of those features, and then all
Cool.
the following features. We got a really dope lineup coming up. So yeah, y'all stay tuned.
All right.
Yeah, so we're gonna continue down. This man, it's his first time here at Open Minds. So y'all know what we do when it's someone's first time here at Open Minds, even though we all know who he is and we love him so much. Everybody unmute yourselves for a moment and give a big open-minded, open arms welcome to CC Arshagra.
Welcome, CC. Yeah, Open Minds
Welcome.
welcomes you.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Welcome, brother.
welcome.
Welcome.
I am looking forward to hearing your song this evening, man.
Yeah.
Anytime this cat is sitting at the piano, y'all are in for something to see, man.
Yeah, let's get
All
it.
right. So I write lyrics and I figure out the melody and the voice on a piano. And I've only been playing not that long piano. So I'm not a piano player, I'm not a singer, but in order to be a lyric writer, I take it this far. So, bridge, chorus, whatever. This is actually a song that was a poem that I read at New Eurekan called Mirrors Watering My Mind, that I moved it over and plugged it in. And today I put some notes to it. So I've never done new shit, music before at an
Wet
open mic like
paint
this.
at Open Minds. Wet paint music at the piano.
The book,
CC.
those of you that know the book is, I just did an amazing thing. I had an art show an opening, a photography show. I just did a reading at a bookstore, which I'm figuring out when I do this book at a reading, this is a teaching tool. And what I learned Sunday at Howard's bookstore is that it's basically an artist talk with a reading and a Q&A. That's how this book works best. And I'm learning that because there was about 12 people. There was Mother's Day, so it wasn't many people that showed up. Half the people there bought a book. That's unbelievable. So mirrors watering my mind. And I'm gonna fuck it up, but I'm gonna fuck it up good. And I love you. And Elemental, where the fuck have you been hiding? That shit was every syllable. I swear I thought you were channeling Paul. Is the music and the voice working together? Is it cutting out?
Sounded wonderful, brother.
All right, cool. Mirrors watering my mind. Wash me through the end of time. Be the air my mind rests in. Bring me to where peace begins. Rain on flames that burn my trees. My branching thoughts of dreamings breeze with waves of natural calm ideas.
And the culture
that bloom and die through all lies real. Then fear comes pushing love away. The want of hatred reached for prey. Of vengeance leads how pain will feed. There's no resolve in the predator's need. Mirrors watering my mind. Wash me through the end of time. Be the air my mind rests in, and bring me to where peace begins. Mirrors watering my mind. Wash me through the end of time. Be the air my mind rests in, and bring me to where peace begins. Did I fuck it up?
Ooh, nah, yeah, you fucked it up, but in the right way. You fucked that shit up, bro. You did it. You did
That
just
shit
as
up
good.
good.
Yeah, you fucked it up good. That's a good, like, man, you don't fucked it up. Like, there's two fuck it ups. You know, there's that you don't fucked up, and or that like you fucked it up, bro. Like, you know, CC. Thank you so much
you
for showing up to
fucked it
Open
up. Fuck
Minds.
it up some more, please fuck it up.
You want more?
Yeah.
Don't
Let's.
say more to me. You're gonna don't say more. I got
Hey,
more.
if you got another short piece, we got a long list and everything. But if you got another little short piece, you can tune out. We would love to hear it.
All right, let's see what happens. It's time to ask the question. Who do you share your alone with? answer is no one, everyone, and everything. There it is. Right. You will never, ever be lonely again. Love's giveaway has no expectations. There's no sense of debt owned or even debt involved. Nothing's overdue, nothing's hurt or angry. That's impossible. The secret is the quiet of happiness. In the quiet of every mind alone. There's no need to believe, no need to believe that it's blame's fault. It's time to ask the question. Who do you share your all alone with? If the answer is no one, everyone, and everything, you will never ever be lonely again. That's the short version.
Cece, thank you so much.
That was
man.
good. Oh, I love it.
Everyone, unmute, give Cece
Knocked
a
out a
big
couple
open minds
choruses to
lovers,
give
man.
time to the rest of you. Thank you, big
Gorgeous.
love.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Gorgeous pieces.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Thank
I
you
feel
for
the love,
coming
I
through
really
to our
do.
space, man. Thank you. And we hope to find you here more on a Friday, man. Like, we appreciate you. I love your music. Like,
I saw CP Mays and I said, man, I got that one killed me, man. That was
right?
amazing.
Yeah, he's not here unfortunately tonight, but he's here most Fridays, so he's definitely a regular. So
I'll do what I can. I'm starting to mix my life up with a lot more live like I had the art opening at the bank. I did the international thing at the library. For those of you that I bugged about, come to this international thing. If
That's
I come
cool.
back, if I get the library to say okay, they're maybe going to give me 4 a year, maybe not. But that
Oh,
was
that'd be
tricky.
cool.
And then the bookstore invited me back in July, so
Excellent, man.
it's all
Big
good.
things coming
The
from
library
CC.
was a great event. I enjoyed it.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
Excellent. And thank you so much, man, for sharing this newfound love for the piano with us. Like, you was on
Yeah.
point, dude. You nailed it. Like, I mean, talent just, exudes from you, my good sir. And that last song really meant a lot to a lot of people. And I think it kind of touched this next poet a little bit too, because he's my brother and I know he has a huge heart full of love. And yeah, I'm just excited every time I see him. I'm so glad that he's been showing up to my open mics. I'm sure y'all have seen him around. Dane Ince. We
Hi,
love you,
everybody.
brother. If you could share some words with us, man, we'd
Yes,
appreciate it.
I will do that. It's Ince. I don't mean to
Ince,
correct it, but
Ince.
Ince.
Well,
Like
no, I gotta
sense
get it
without
right.
an S. I mean, that's like sense without an S.
Oh,
Ince.
sense without it. So Ince. All right.
I'm gonna
I
read
got you.
two pieces. I'm gonna read two pieces, and the first one has a title, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I think you'll be able to guess. or maybe not. For many years, I was outside. I lived unaware, not knowing. I deliberately starved myself of beauty. I was dumb and did not ponder the journey, the way. The way is strewn with pebbles, rocks, and boulders. The hazard for tripping and falling happen when I look over tall fences, hungry for ripe peaches that do not belong to me, the tastiest kind. The hazard catches me, alone, no one there to break the fall, to cushion the blow, heart slammed in bedroom door. This is when I wake, face down, mouthful of Texas caliche, dry roadway gravel, mouthful feeds my hunger, finishes coolly the thirst. I spend time in this new asana, this pandiculation, to inhabit each and every inch of this yoga pose, learning where the tension lives, learning the dharma of this stumble bum with microscope eye, studies dust and pebbles for the secrets that they hide. Still flat size and the eye inside wanting to rush to getting up. What's the hurry? The hurt is the same standing or flat. Stay here now. Learn the click, snap, siren of every type of dust bug and worm. They are lonely and will listen to your sorry story. They are quick to laugh and approve and ask nothing in return. The pregnant flies come looking for a nest, planning to lay roadkill maggots under my skin. I let them to see how this thing turns out. The sunshine that was sweet and lovely in morning gives way to heat like hate to bake me in this oven. None. I awake. She scurries off. She is late for her dinner date. Snake slithers across the road looking for lazy mice nibbling on grass seeds. This is how I understand the meaning of the word late now. A rattler pauses, flicks its tongue at me, asking if I'd like a kiss. Oh, what an invitation, my mind replies. See, my left hand ring finger, upon it is a wedding band, so respectfully, we must keep our distance. A tear comes to the snake's eye, and I see a new twinkle in it before the snake slides off for an evening meal. Soon, sound of crunching gravel tickles my ear. Swing light approaches, swinging side to side. Strong, long-fingered hand strokes my cheek. So I awake to the singing, smiling, white-robed, tall, thin angel carrying a lantern, lifting me out of the gravel tomb in the tomb I fashioned for myself. As we walked, the lantern carrier recited the Milky Way poems, one for each blinking night in the sky. The maggots grown, now fly out of my scars. The lonely outside road I'm still on, the outside way, the outside practice, this seeing in, this practice moves through darkness to the light. Thank you.
Oh, I love that. I
Just
love
as
the
one
lantern
of
carrier
you,
shout
I
outs
almost
too.
left, but I'm still here.
Yeah, he was about to leave and then you pulled him in and he
Oh,
got, I just say he was
good
about to leave.
timing.
Yeah, I'm so glad
Perfect.
that you're able to hear that. That was cool, man. It was such a beautiful poem and you even shouted out
Yes,
Lantern
I've heard
carrying
it
it like,
before. It's a
Well,
lovely piece.
That
that was lovely.
was been around for a while. This
That's
next piece is
cool.
called Wetter. Parma after rain.
Thank you, Dane. Thank you, guys.
Oh, no, thank you, Lantern. Thank
It's a
you so
little
much.
tiring for me this Saturday. You know, I came from another one straight to you, and then so many in betweens. You know me, I'm always doing something.
oh, and what time is it for you there now? Like 1 a.m., something like that.
No, it's after 2. It's about 2:10.
Oh, jeez. Go to sleep, old man. You need your rest. You need your beauty rest.
Yes. Visit the Milky Way. Come back and tell us more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Good night.
Good
Buenas
night.
noches.
Wetter.
Good night.
Wetter. Parma after rain. The progress of the typhoon and the traffic conditions on a Paris street, you and your dog, big stick in her mouth. The rainstorm is coming. The cap fits on the head, glove in hand, wood slatted pyramid, zone of confusion. Every day is 1,000 years long. Cannot catch my breath. I love those Texas clouds. Nowhere else are they as big, beautiful, or wetter, raining down better than ever on thirsty caliche, reflecting, rolling down the Pecos. The homemade dove trap never worked. Cumulus nimbus confusion. I am when you say I am. I cannot sense the petrichor. It is the blood. The stack of collapsed pancake hat, mushroom cloud on Mona Lisa's shoulders, black. Left-handed Picasso, how about that? Fell down from willow bentwood rocker on top of a ladder with a clatter, scatter, pattern, shotgun blast, silent gravity puffing up the hill, the pearls of black smoke curling, dolly mustache waxed and whirling, a Sinatra Vegas mic drop crops dusted by plane stunts. Gravity fell off the ladder, her breast bouncing, galaxies, the top button on the cotton grain sack dress a poppin', gingham. Bobby just a laughing by the well pump handle with Norman Rockwell clouds in the background, pouting. How'd she get up there? Why and what for? Thunderstorms coming, cussing, gullies, drinking drunk. The dust dies down, right in the bed of the pickup truck, watermelons, peaches. If Murray were here, cannot wait any longer. The bitter peyote buttons up, sandstorm, tumbleweeds blow across the red rock macadam caldera, because that's what they did. Thank you.
Wow, thank
Wow,
you.
Dane, as always, man.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
gives us the heart, the soul, and the landscape.
Wow.
Yeah, right. He paints the heart, the soul, and the landscape. He said, "Yo, for real, Dane. I appreciate you showing up to these Friday mics, man. Like, it's so good to hear from you. I love it. Coming up soon. We haven't figured out when because everybody can't get it together on a Friday night, but we're gonna have Dane, our next poet, and Mike Sindler as the bearded bards. We're gonna do like a special like Wednesday night feature or something. So it's gonna be out of the normal schedule, but it's the only way we can get these three gentlemen together and on this platform. So yeah, we're excited for that. So if everyone could just take a moment to unmute and give it up for Dane.
Yeah, Dane. Right on.
Yeah. That's
Amazing.
it.
Yeah,
Dane,
thanks,
monster.
Dane. Thanks
A
again.
Word at a time.
Monster.
So,
Indeed.
thank you.
Definitely. All right, so coming up next, we have another one of the bearded bards. Brian
Wait,
Franco.
hold on
Oh,
a second. Hold on a second. I gotta set the record straight. It's the Beardo Bardos of the Bard.
The Beardo Bardos of the Barn.
Beardo Bardos of the Bard, yes.
It's Beardo Bards of the Bardo.
Oh, there we go. See,
the Beardo Bards of the Bardo.
Yeah, yes, there you go.
Bardo is a word that
the Michael Sindler knows, and he keeps it.
Yeah, it's an old. Michael Sindler knows about everything.
Yeah, Sindler's the man, and he still hasn't been able to make it here. He has previous Friday engagements. That's why we're gonna move their feature to like a Wednesday, where the three of the Beardo Bards from the Bardo can show up and all spit a feature, and we're excited about that. Yeah, so coming up next, we got Generalissimo, part of the Beardo Bards from the Bardo. I think I nailed it that time. Bet. All right, so Generalissimo.
To the Bardo.
Yeah, Generalissimo, if you can go ahead and unmute yourself and bless us with some words, brother. We appreciate it, man.
Put in a bunch of stuff that's going on, and Thursday I'm going to be featuring for the Yorktown poetry workshop. It's you read a poem, you bring one poem, you read it, and then it's sort of like a constructive critique thing. And I'm going to be reading like about a dozen poems throughout the night, and that's next Thursday. And I'll put how you can vote for my
Sounds
poem
fun. Yeah.
afterwards. And let me go ahead and pull up the first poem I want to read is the poem that I wrote last week during this open mic. Where is it? It's the most important strings are born from hearts. As a young ukulele, I believed I could grow up to be a 12-string classical guitar. I longed to be played in the courtyard at the Guggenheim in Bilbao, Spain. As a teenager, I decided I could be a 6-stringer owned by a folk singer who dabbles in the blues. I had heard how good it feels when a blues singer slides a metal tube over his fingers and makes your strings orgasm. But alas, I never experienced a growth spurt. My owner, who only played me for his family in Hawaii, gave me to his surfer son, who took me with him as he surfed his way around the world. The tattooed boy tattooed me with stickers from everywhere he surfed, as if the stickers were stamps on my passport. Then one day he got hurt and could no longer surf. He spent the rest of his life in a wheelchair. He traveled the world with me in his hands as he sang songs that were born of the waves he had ridden. He never bought another uke or guitar with more strings. He said to do so would be to abandon his father's soul that existed in my frets. Though he fell in love more than once, he never married. He believed his mission in life was to spread the love and humanity he inherited from his father. When I was a boy, I was a teenage boy, who listened to folk and blues and Spanish classical guitar music. Though he would play me and sing to girls he thought he loved, then to his wife and child, I always thought he longed for more strings, but he never replaced me. And when he taught his boy how to play me, he said I was his prized possession and told his boy, never take me for granted. While I traveled the world with him, he often talked to me as if I were his dad. He cried over many broken hearts while strumming me. He never took me for granted, just like his dad never did. Now I live in the Smithsonian, having lived a truly wonderful life and happy to have known I never needed more strings to make beautiful music. And this next poem.
Beautiful, man.
Thank you.
Nice.
2 more poems. So the next poem is one that I wrote. Where is it? I wrote in a workshop by the British poet Clive Oseman did earlier this week. And it's called Why the Most Popular Correspondence Course at the University of Phoenix is Contemporary Parking Lot Design. The designers of American parking lots have been downgrading them since the 1990s. There used to be a time when every parking lot had multiple entry and exit points. Most now only have one, which can create traffic snafus. Bordering parking lots used to have pass-through areas which now no longer exist, making accessing the most convenient exit terribly inconvenient. Parking lots have become the new airplanes. Spots are tighter, less long, and less wide. Aisles tend to be narrower, making backing out into a spatial judgment Special Olympics event. It is akin to how, after spending over an hour in a cramped airline seat with enough legroom for a 5-year-old, exiting the plane becomes a fight for your life mob mentality Malay race to rush across the airport to get to a connecting flight. Isn't there an unwritten rule of parking lot etiquette that states when walking through a parking lot, one should not pretend to be a track star and speed their pace by walking directly behind a backing out 2-ton motorized mechanized melange of metal capable of mangling any human not born on the planet Krypton. Likewise, for other drivers who decide they are participating in a demolition derby by putting the pedal to the metal instead of waiting the minute or so it takes for another car whose blind spot you are in to back out. A trip to the grocery store should be about buying food and possibly treating yourself to something unhealthy and delicious instead of being a training course for future stunt drivers. And just this next one is just the way I'm feeling. It's a very old poem, but it was one of the poems early in the pandemic that a lot of people used to want me to do. They suggested to me. So it's called Why We Should Be Thankful for the Existence of Hollywood Squares. The reason I prefer gracias to thank you is not because I'm a Sephardic Jew whose family escaped Spain to the Isle of Rhodes in Turkey during the Spanish Inquisition. It is not because my grandmother spoke Ladino, a dead form of Spanish in the 1400s, kept alive by Sephardic Jews for centuries. It is because thank you has that hard K that can take a gracious phrase in a sarcastic or mean direction. Thank you sounds like it was coined by the late Paul Lynde during an argument with Charles Nelson Riley over whose turn it was to occupy the center square. Gracias sounds like it is made of silk chiffon. Gracias dances across the tongue like a first dance waltz expertly executed by a bride and groom who took 2 months of ballroom classes from Russian instructors and now glide across a dance floor like Fred and Ginger. When I say gracias, I hear the word grace. I speak a language I know few words of, yet is so universal in its grace and elegance. It also gave us de nada. You are welcome. And gracias, everyone.
Oh my goodness, Generalissimo. That last piece was graceful and just beautiful. Like, de nada. Yeah, Skiff knows us how too. Like, wow, everybody on mute and give it up for Generalissimo.
Generalissimo, gracias. Thank you for your words.
Gracias, gracias.
Gorgeous.
Más, compa.
I heard the music in it.
I
Denos
seen you, CC, over there fucking playing along. And if you stick around to the end of the show, I usually read a goodnight poem. And if you could just get a little tune going for us, I could read the goodnight poem over it, and it would be beautifully amazing. I will message you the lyrics of the poem just so you can read through and kind of come up with a little melody in your head. And once you start playing that melody, I can read it to that melody. So if you could stick around for that, that would be amazing. If everyone could stick around towards the end of the show, that'd be amazing. We still not even done with round one. We're gonna have an encore from the feature. So round two, we'll cut it to one poem each just so we can get through this night and still get to hear everybody and have a good time. So we're gonna keep this list moving. Coming up next. And actually featuring next Friday, we have the amazing Teri Rose, aka the Chameleon Poetic. So if you could just unmute yourself and bless us with, give us a little preview of what we gonna see tomorrow or next Friday night.
I don't plan that far ahead. I probably should. I have no clue. I'm gonna read this one. This one seems apropos right now. Let me see how it goes. Okay. I am the redheaded stepchild in every room. I am the one that goes last on Zoom. I'm the one who does not fit the narrative. I'm the one that is friends with everybody and friends with no one. I'm the one that doesn't state my ethnicity. I'm the one that doesn't like labels. I'm the one that doesn't want to be put in a box. I'm the one that struggles against the tide. I'm the one screaming in the darkness. I'm the one that no one hears. I'm the one who's been here for years. I'm the one still crying tears that no one sees. I'm the strong one. I'm the one that has to hold it all together. I'm the one you can call anytime of day or night or whatever. I will answer the phone. I'm the one who likes to be alone, but who wants to know you're there.
Love it.
Yo, unmute and give it up for Teri.
I'm not Capricorn.
Nice work. Nice work.
Yeah, Teri.
That was so dope. I'm not one.
Yeah.
Hey, we the other what was it, like 2-3 weeks ago or something, I had a little freestyle session after one of these open mics, and Teri showed up and she's like, I can't freestyle. And it was me and my boy Chris who like freestyles all day, every day. I'm trying to turn him from a freestyle artist to a poet. Both a freestyle artist and a poet. So me and him were kicking back and forth, and she's like, I can't freestyle. I said, if you feel like it, when the beat, kicks in and we kind of set you up with a rhyme, like jump in. Yo, it took maybe 10, 15 minutes, and Teri is now a freestyle artist. I could tell you that because she was killing it with the rhymes, dude. She was on time, on beat, like jumping into the cipher. She even like we were trying to knock her out some, and she had to fight for her little spot in the cipher and get her rhymes going. Like she was crushing it, dude. Like so, yeah. I appreciate you doing that, man. I remember from the first time I met Teri until now, like that's my homie right there, man. Definitely, man. Yeah, so if you want to share another quick one with us, that'd be awesome. If not, we're gonna keep going. We got a busy night tonight, but we want to hear more from you. So
Hmm. Here's some haikus. I wrote this in Brian Franco's workshop. Happiness happens, hopefully honestly won. Happy honey bun. Happiness happens. Hover on clouds or earthbound, heavenly harp sounds. Happiness happens, hidden in tearful faces, holding heart spaces.
I love that. What a wonderful poem. Look at that smile too. Like, how could you not be happy? And what do you do for a living now? So everyone.
Recovery specialist for peer recovery specialist for women who are pregnant and who have some kind of substance use disorder thing happening.
Oh,
And then we help them get, resources going and treatment and help
oh,
them
that's
stay on track,
beautiful.
sort of, so that they don't have to lose their
Right.
whole family thing happening.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Ask my mom, dude.
beautiful.
We grew up in South
That's
Florida. The
beautiful.
majority of my
Yeah.
friends have either overdosed or gone to prison for the rest of their
Right.
life. And
Right.
a lot of them were female. I had a lot of good female friends, and they had passed away.
Right.
But if they had someone like you to look out for
Yeah.
them and
To
to
look
get them
out
on
for them,
track,
to guide them, to do something, to
yeah,
talk
they
to
would have still
them.
been alive if they would have had you
Yeah.
in their life. And so
That's
I know that the
something.
girls that you talk to now will end up still being alive because it's a hard world out there.
It
And
is. It
I
really.
lost a lot of my friends who are
Yeah.
women who were going through drug addiction and unplanned pregnancies and no
Right.
job and no one will hire them because they have
Right.
past, you know, is and
Yes,
so
it's
I
Right.
very
respect
difficult
what you
finding a
do.
It's a
job.
vicious
Yeah, because
cycle. It's a
Yeah. And
yes,
you
a
so
have
vicious
to.
cycle.
so I want to tell you from the bottom of my heart, Terry, the reason I love and respect you so much is because what you're doing for these women. And like from the bottom of my fucking heart, like I appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank
And you're
you. Thank
such the
you.
perfect person to do it too. Like you're so cool. Like I'm sure all the girls love you. Like you guys, like so thank you so much for your hard work and for your beautiful words. We're gonna keep the show going though. I just wanted to shout that out because you featuring next week. We got,
Hey,
let people know
thank
who
you.
Terry really is. Like she's this amazing woman who has these dope ass poems too. Like, and she be right. She goes to the
Yeah,
workshops with us. She go get it. Like
it's
she's
great.
doing it. Ma, you need to holler at her, man. Maybe Terry will help
I
you out with some
know.
poetry, huh?
It'd be
Y'all
great.
become friends. All right, I'll give you guys
Okay.
each other's emails.
Hook me
I
up.
got
You
you.
would
I
probably
got
help
you. I
me with
got you.
my poetry.
Yeah, yo, you
Hook
heard
me
that shit?
up
She spit her
now.
first poem. She had like
I know my first
numerology in
one
it and
out
stuff and all
tonight.
this, and we're all like, "What the?" Yo, even E Cole was like, "Nah, that ain't your. How you doing all that with
No,
your
it was
first
me.
poem,
It
man?
was
Like
all
that can't
me.
be your first poem." Like, but it
It
is.
was.
It's crazy.
It
Yeah,
was.
I know my mom's never. So I guess I got it from somewhere.
The
All right.
apple doesn't
So
fall far from the tree.
yeah,
Oh,
it
that is
rolls away though. I'm all
sweet.
the way up here in Canada, and
Sweet.
she's in
Yes.
Florida.
I'm in South Florida. Yeah.
Yeah,
South
she's
Florida.
closest to Gustav, man. Not too far
Oh,
from Gustav.
cool.
Like I think we timed it
Cool.
out. It was like 45-minute drive.
That's nothing.
Gustav,
Tomorrow
go
I
bring
might
my
be
mom a
going up to
joint.
Jupiter.
If she
Yeah, I'm going
if
up
she
there to
writes a
do.
fucking dope ass poem, you gotta go bring my mom a joint. All right?
All right. I
She's like,
love it.
yeah,
Yeah.
drop me up a joint. All right, we gonna keep this thing going because we haven't even finished round one yet. It's just been such a wonderful night. All thanks to Dominique Colding. Not everyone in the building is even poets. We have people here just to see she turned the camera on again, just to see this wonderful woman. And I love how she started with that red wine poem and she wearing all red. Just oh, loved your feature tonight. Thank you so much. We gonna keep this thing rolling. We had this man feature last Friday actually. He comes from the hard streets of Oakland, but always managed to keep his mind open and write poetry. He even showed out of nowhere, took a break for a minute, then stopped and said, wait a minute, I gotta get up in it. I'ma do a whole damn feature. We talking about Dee Allen.
Wow. Whoa,
What's
whoa,
up,
whoa,
y'all?
whoa. Hello, hello.
Good to see you again, Tom's mom.
I'm here.
Anyone who was born after the year 1950 know who this Black gentleman before the different mics is or was.
Oh, yeah.
And this poem happens to come from my third book, Stormwater Poems, 2012 to 2016. From page 33 in the book, this is called Turnaround. 180-degree turnaround made several times in one lifetime. From numbers runner and burglar breaking into the mansions of moneyed white men, to writer and Muslim messenger reaching to the hearts of defeated Black men. From hemp cat in a scarlet zoot suit strutting over Boston bricks, later NYC, to harsh judge holding court before the MIC, charging the Caucasian with being the greatest. Kidnapper, murderer, robber, enslaver, swine eater on earth. From just another criminal and prisoner in the American nightmare, someone else's dream, to an amazing, powerful, needed critic of American hypocrisy, another's democracy, tear the veil clean off for African eyes to see. From a servant of separation in the person of Elijah Muhammad in Harlem, to a servant of unity who embraced the true Muhammad in Mecca. From being Detroit Red to Brother Malcolm to El Haj Malik El Shabazz, who dropped his old name, long chained to his ancestral slave master's whip hand. Shifty Negro turned strong Black man, who joined all sexes and races, including his own people, also mine, against the true threat to humanity, which silenced his voice, but not his messages. This divisive nation, the USA, as it stands, by any means necessary.
By any means
Whoa.
And that first poem was called Turnaround.
Turnaround.
Which is a brief one-page life story about the dapper, vocal Black gentleman on the screen right in front of several mics.
Yep, I see it. I'm
Shockie,
seeing
who
it.
birthday
And today
is it?
happens to be his birthday.
Is it Malcolm X's birthday?
Aw.
Yeah, he was born on May 19th. Today
I
is
must have
his
smoked too
birthday.
much weed today. I totally forgot about it. Yo, happy birthday to one of the greatest souls like that
Ever.
One of
has
the
inspired
greatest
me
freedom
growing up too. Like,
fighters and public speakers of
yeah.
all time.
Oh, his speeches sent chills down my body, man. Like and if it wasn't for the work of this great man, like racial tensions in America would be so different, dude. Like I grew up in Pompano, like race wasn't a thing. I grew up with all mixed races, all types of people. So like to me, I didn't even understand what racism is until I got like teenager, and they were like, "Oh, like people hate people for the color of skin." I'm like, "What do you mean we're all different colored? How can you hate someone for being different? Like we're all different colors and shapes and sizes. Like how could you hate someone for that?" Like I didn't understand what racism was till I was in my teens, man. And then so it was
I
just
ended
like,
up learning about it from a much earlier age than
well,
you.
yeah. I got lucky. I grew up in South Florida where me and my brother were the only white boys in the welfare office every, Saturday.
Really?
And so, yeah, ask my mom, man. We grew up in Pompano
Oh,
on
yeah.
welfare. And like
Oh,
me and my
yeah.
little brother, the
I
only
was
two
a
white boys in
single
the welfare
mom.
office. But there was no colors. There was no colors, right? Like we was all just friends, dude. Like we it wasn't until I got like older, like and then we moved to Coral Springs because Randy came in with a little money. We moved to like a little bit of a
Yeah,
richer part of the neighborhood, and I went
yeah.
to a majority white. It was like more than 50% were white because it
Mm.
was like all the
Yeah,
runoff from Coral Springs where we seeped in, and then Parkland, which was a rich neighborhood, was right there. So it
yeah.
was like half
We went
Parkland rich
there.
kids. Like I knew this
Right.
motherfucker, bro. His dad owned all the clubs in Fort Lauderdale, pretty much. He owned like
Whoa,
50% of the clubs in Fort Lauderdale. This
Yeah.
motherfucker came to
dude had it
school
like
every
that, huh?
day. Yeah, dude, bro. His son showed up every day with a brand new pair of shoes, shirt, jeans, different necklaces every week or so, different jewelry. He never wore the same outfit twice. And if he
Rich
were to wear
Yeah.
the
kids
same
love to
shoes
show
Oh, I
twice,
off,
he would
remember
wear two.
him. I
straight
remember
Bro,
up.
that guy.
yeah, butter biscuits. He was, I mean, he's cool,
Yeah,
bro. I love the man, but like, bro, like, I wish I had. It was disgusting. Like,
yeah.
and he made all his dad had all the money from clubs, so his dad was like, like in the South Florida like club industry. So like, he always had to show up for every day, wore a new outfit, bro. 365 days a year had a new
Not
outfit.
even I had it like that.
I know, right? Like,
No,
I wish
no,
we used
his
to shop at thrift shops to get
we
our
sell at
clothes.
thrift shops.
Same.
But
Yeah,
the
but I'm a
time
thrift
is,
That's where
shop.
my
no, but
aunt and
the
uncle
time is,
did last out of their clothes shopping. When they weren't
Yeah,
going there, they were going to regular department stores like
or like
Macy's,
Marshalls,
Kmart,
Macy's. Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
yeah,
No, I
Marshalls,
like
Macy's. Yeah.
Marshalls and the other place too, because they had name brand stuff, but it was like off stitched or something like that, and they would sell it for like $20 instead of 80, you know?
Yeah,
So we get good jeans there, even if they're off
yeah.
stitched. Anyways, this thing took a whole nother turn, man. We talking. I'm a little stoned, so I'm gonna
All
keep the
right,
show
no
going.
worries, no
And
worries, man. I
yeah,
got
Dee
one more
Allen, thank
poem
you
for
so.
you.
Oh
I
yeah,
got
yeah.
one
Go ahead,
more
go ahead, go
poem
ahead.
for y'all, and I'm going to use the share screen feature one more time. This next one is going to be more on a personal tip. This one I came up with yesterday, and it refers to the article of clothing that I'm wearing
Wet paint,
right now.
wet paint.
This is a new one called Beads. The only physical reminder I have of my grandmother, mixed African and Native American, is a string of colored beads, crafted, strung together by her aged hands while sitting in bed, gifted to me at age 27. Her way of telling her Afro-punk grandboy, never forget your roots. Roots running deep in each tiny bead and Afrocentric primary colors. Blood of West African, Southeast North American tribes, red. Skin of the first people on earth, responsible for first, black. Jungle woodlands taken out of greed and conquest, green. Shining sun, restorer of biology and good vibes, yellow. Soul remnant of my beloved, of mixed heritage, handmade bridge between continents expropriated, a string of colored beads. I label as nothing fancy, yet wore on special occasions with black for the black, recalls my grandmother's unspoken plea, never forget your roots.
Oh shit! And
And
it
my
was
new
for
poem is called
Finn.
Beads. Patricia De Jesus Gutierrez, better known as Finn Bell from
I
New.
remember when I first met her, I said, "Is your name Tricia?" She goes, "Yeah, that's my government name. You can call me Finn Bell."
From this mic to your ears, I'm Dee Allen. Thanks for listening. Happy Malcolm X Day.
Yeah. D, thank you so much for those powerful
Thank you, thank you,
pieces.
thank
The
you.
share screen too with it was amazing. Everyone, unmute yourself and give it up for the magnificent Dee Allen.
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Not just the catch line, never forget your roots, but you could hear your grandmother's intonation in it. Not just
Yeah, yeah.
the way she said it. That was her. Those were her notes, I bet, right?
Yeah,
Did you think I wasn't gonna yell at you, Dee Allen? What? Are you kidding? What? Happy Malcolm X Day, right?
Happy Malcolm X Day, bruh.
Happy True Blood Day, man. For real, it is the day that the people recognize that we were never slaves. That truth comes in many shades, in many forms, right? That education comes in many shades, in many forms, in many places. So thank you for making sure that you shout that out, Dee Allen. That dude is the dopest. Shout out,
Anytime, bro.
for real.
I just
Your review
realized
is coming,
too,
Dee Allen. It's
not
coming.
even knowing it, but I had the glasses on tonight. I mean, they're not real. They're real 3D glasses, but I didn't even
They're
realize it's
real
Malcolm X Day, and
3D
I'm rocking,
glasses.
yeah, and I'm rocking the shades, like that wonderful man, dude, who did so much for civil rights and everything, man, like brought the world closer. And that's why I created Open Minds. I really wanted to bring the world closer to each other. And hearing you guys share poetry with each other and doing collabs with each other, and I could see people's poetry styles evolving, from each poem by listening to other poets. And like, man, I know you see it, Elemental. You do this every Monday too, right? Like we doing this weekly. Like we see it multiple times a week. Just everyone growing and feeding off of each other, and this community just growing stronger. And we have some new faces here. We have some old faces here. We got just such a beautiful place, man. And I want to welcome this next person because he hasn't got to read yet, and he showed up to listen, but it's his time to read. So you know what we do with new people. Everybody unmute and give Gary Ledger a big open mind, open arms. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Welcome, Gary.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's Gary.
Hello, hello, hello.
Thanks a lot.
Yay!
Appreciate your welcome. Thank you. I came here to support Dominique and listen to the rest of you, and I took the step to go out of my comfort zone and do a reading. And just a little background: I do triathlons, which are swim, bike, run. I've got a friend, John. He had an injury 9 months ago. He's been battling back for 9 months, determination, and he's doing his first race tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Congrats.
Morro Bay. So anyway, this was actually a text. This was actually a text that I sent him, and I figured, hey, this would be something I could read right now. So this is it. This is the text I sent him.
Oh, thank you so much.
You trusted the coach's plan with your head, embrace the journey with your soul, work the plan with your physical body and determination. And you, John, are now ready to victoriously cross the finish line end with the admiration and support of your family and friends. That's it.
Oh,
that was beautiful.
no.
Thank you so much. Everybody unmute and give it up for Gary. And he didn't even come with a poem. He just read like a
I know,
heartfelt
and that
text
just
from his
came right
friend, and
out
it
of him.
was
That was
so
beautiful.
poetic and beautiful. Like, thank you for sharing that with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for the
And let's
opportunity.
all right now, while we have this good positive energy and we're all connected and we're spitting good vibes and everything, Dominique's been pulling this whole night together and holding us all here. So let's all give a big positive vibe for your friend. I hope he wins that race, overcomes his injuries, and actually wins it first place. Let's all give out them vibes, all that positive energy, all that open-mindedness. Yo, give your friend good vibes, man. He's got this.
You got it, John.
All right. So, yeah, buddy. Yeah, John. All right. So, we're going into round 2. And I was thinking, I want to hear an encore. What about you guys? An encore from Dominique?
Encore. I ain't heard her yet.
All right. I'm seeing a lot of encore. So, Dominique, would you be so kind as to unmute yourself and bless us with
I
some
know I
words?
don't have to sing Jay-Z to you, do I?
All right. The people have spoken, and yes, I will gladly deliver an encore. And we have enough time for 2 more or just 1 more?
Give us two.
All right.
We'll
Oh.
take two.
All right. So the first of this encore is another one of my favorite pieces, and the title is Insomnia Maniac. The defined imprint of your body, perfectly pressed into my memory, each layer so fragrant with anxiety and rumination. Years of tears and sweat-stained sheets beckon the tossing and turning, burning, yearning for 8 hours of undisturbed, unadulterated, deep sleep. Counting sheep just won't cut it. Occasionally disrupted by the binaural beats, programmed to get your 40 winks. But a quick fix just won't cut it. You're primed for the witching hour. Deja vu playing tricks on you. Tomorrow, 9 a.m. meeting with clients. Then there's the 11 a.m. AG town hall. Oh, that's right, 1 p.m. got to hit up the gym. And then that 3 p.m. Zoom call. And here we are, once again, a perpetual Groundhog Day. Now you're compelled to Google your natal moon conjunct Saturn in your 7th house of Scorpio. Then a flash of a shadow in the corner of your eye. Something flew by, or so you thought. Your mind's playing tricks on you. And once again, that precarious sleep evades you. Although I keep you warm and safe, a special hiding place, keeper of your most intimate secrets. I am now your enemy. I am now the one you scream into and beat with balled fists and hurl yourself, your insults, and your woes into. But now I get to plot my revenge when you least expect it. That one fateful night when you victoriously shake off the anxiety and the restlessness that kept you up past the witching hour, well into the rising sun, you finally fully relaxed into my plush, memory-foamed layers. I gently hug each contour of your body, and then suddenly, a spring has sprung, warm for wear, pokes you in the back of your rib. That's what you get for fretting over the insomnia maniac and not changing your mattress every 8 years.
Yo, I need to say like 3 different things. First thing, I'm an insomniac. I felt that so much. Second thing, that should be a commercial for a mattress company. Third thing, thank you for writing that. I guess the fourth thing, everybody unmute and give it up real quick before we hear her second piece, like, cause that deserves.
Yeah, that was cool.
We know what you do.
Been there,
Dominique,
sweat stained
hit
that.
me on the back channel, right? All of y'all, really, we need to grow. We need to grow. We are more than just poets with poems. Come on, Dominique.
Yeah, join the team, bro. Elemental, all of us, man. We need to take this thing to the next level. We got the talent. We got the time. We got the minds. Let's do this, y'all. Hey, let's hear another one, man, for that encore. We'd appreciate it.
All right, so one more. All right, so this one I know a lot of you have heard before, and this is one of my absolute favorites. The title is The Revolution Will Be Live Streamed. The digital arachnid spins a worldwide wicked web. It's the catalyst of humanity's entanglement, the coterie of the secret societies. We got the tea on the 13 bloodlines of the Illuminati, exposing the reign of terror over centuries. As Yeshua rebuked those brood of vipers, slithering with their lesser magic, casting spells on the sleeping masses, ignotum justitia compos mentis, God in the machine, spirit of the mechanism, Deus ex machina, in machina ex spiritus. QAnon's like rat poison, creating a potent potion of lies intertwined with half-truths, tainting the sound conspiracy theorists that have real proof. Don't drink the Kool-Aid of the lamestream media. or regurgitate the news flashes. Let the bits of information marinate on your neurons and synapses. Critical thinking is a lost art, but still in vogue. Religion is a prison that keeps you in a stronghold. Mainstream media is losing its foothold. We're turning the page and this broken system on its head, disposing of the television because it's already dead. We can now live stream in real time, right from our rooms, right here on Zoom. Just ask the locals. We're on the front lines witnessing, so we can't help but be vocal. The reptilian overlords and their shadow government whores think they can keep all the knowledge they hoard, but their time is up. Us so-called peasants are incessant in our endless thirst for knowledge. Why are we here? Did we really go to the moon, or was it just a veneer? The jet streams lined with chemtrails, disfiguring our beautiful blue skies. Blue-pilled sleeping sheeple with their third eye blind. Extraterrestrials, close encounters of the third kind. Full disclosure is upon us all. Are you ready for the establishments to fall? My tin hat is tingling. The flat earthers might be onto something. Earth is ghetto. I wanna leave. Oh, Earth is ghetto. So many beloved movies and TV shows have predicted programmed us that is so obvious. Armageddon is near. Breaking news. Our sources and fact checkers have confirmed that the revolution will not be televised. In fact, the revolution will be live streamed. Thank you and good night.
Yo, what a dope piece to end the set with, dude. Yo, there were so many lines in there that were like open minds, baby. Open minds. Yo, everybody unmute and just float.
I loved every word. Question everything. No bullshit. Just keep an open mind.
That was
good. That was good. No sacred cows. I love it. Don't be afraid to write a poem about shit, scaring people about. If you don't believe what I believe, then fuck you. Fuck that.
Is that not the poet mantra?
Yo, that's open minds
straighten your
mantra, bro.
crown to the revolution
right there,
will
like
be live streamed.
Yeah.
On point, queen.
Yo, and you gonna be right there with us, girl. Hey. That shit was so alive, so fire. Thank you so much for this wonderful night and bringing all these wonderful poets together and sharing your words and sharing your inspiration and that fire burning in your heart. The red that matches your dress and lipstick from the first poem you spit to the last. Everything was blasted on fire. You are so incredible. Thank you so much for your feature. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, thank you. Gratitude. So grateful for all of you. Thank you so much.
All right, so let's go on to round 2. CC, we're gonna do that one after round 2.
Did you send the words?
We still, yeah, no. We're gonna do that after round 2. We still got round 2. We still got like another 20 minutes of poetry left.
Oh yeah.
If you can't hang till the end, we'll do it. But we still got we got a round 2 list, which I'm posting now.
The email wasn't there. That's all. Just let me know when you send it.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Should I send it on the Zoom so you can see, or do you want me to email? What would be the best way?
Yeah. Do it to the Arshagra at Gmail one.
Okay.
I sent it to you. Yeah, that'll be the best. This way I don't have the two device thing. I'm already
exactly. All right, so since we started with the collab on round 1 to begin this show, me and Gustav figure we're gonna hit you with another collab, and I really think Dominique can appreciate this one. I don't know if she's heard this collab, but I think she would really appreciate this one because it's kind of scientific and like metaphysic at the same time, and like quantum physics. And what's the name of it again?
It's telekinesis thesis. And here we go. Interstellar travel is within our grasp, though the distances are immense as space is vast. Time and space itself are constructs of the mind. It is within that final frontier we will find, like spooky action at a distance implies, on quantum entanglement our thought flies.
Intent is key. Turning conception into reality, I push with my mind, not my mentality. Knowing is the path that breaks belief. The matter is factually in need of relief, releasing its potential energy. Will and intent, the perfect synergy.
Time and space will bend to our will, travel in the blink of an eye, a new human skill to transport us to dimensions as yet unknown. Galactic consciousness, my mind is blown. The multiverse beckons an endless delight, poetic compositions of words made of light.
Don't think, just believe. Like pushing pixels on a screen, every atom entwined with those in my mind. My hand moves with no thought. The mug slides to a new spot.
As above, so below, feel the power of my flow to transform the logos, the ethos into paradoxical pathos, to transcend the singularity, see the whole with crystal clarity.
Dare I say, if I may, the truth is, you think you're awake. It's all an illusion. No confusion, simply focus. There's no hocus pocus. Know this, feel this, make it real. Matter will move if you break the seal.
From DNA to spiral galaxies, we're spun. Out of this world, we have won. We're about to get bliss-tastic, tripping the light fantastic. Epic journeys through time and space, encounter the Godhead face to face. In the mirror every day, fractal visions that time cannot decay. Thank you.
Thank y'all. We hope you enjoyed it.
We loved it. Woo.
Amazing.
Yes, that was
Collaboration.
beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome. We did. I wanted to read the mushroom one and that one for Dominique. So I'm glad that Magus agreed to do them with me. So thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, coming up next we got Gustav himself. So Gustav, if you got a piece you want to read for the fans.
I do have a piece here. It's called Doggerel Perverse. Colloquies of colostomies, sailing the seven seas, variegated vastness, swimming the fastness, weirdness on widgets, book burners are idiots, simmering saltines in designer jeans, feeding the hunger, the assumptions I'm under, waltzing Matildas, in-beater Hondas, there's no sense to be had. Please don't be mad, demanding attention, escaping detention, fried like a clam. I am what I am, grandson of Sam, George Michael of Wham, freedom of choice. Now raise your voice on a quest for fire, my aims to inspire. Thank you.
Tom.
By the way, Daniel Fernandez says to everybody, Daniel Fernandez sends his love.
Yeah, thank you so much for that piece. And like he said, Daniel says hi to everyone. You know, Sniffles has been a little under the weather, right? But he's healing and he says hi to us all. Let's keep this thing going, man. I'm loving the energy, the atmosphere tonight. Like it's been so cool, man. Like Dominique, thank you so much for this night. It was truly beautiful. We're gonna continue on now. We have Shockie G, my homie over here. Hey, surprise me.
All right. It will be a surprise because I didn't know it was my turn.
So I surprised her. There you go. I surprised you. I love Shockie so much, man.
All right. All right, so it landed on this one called Grave Decision. Have you ever wanted to feel what the world is like when you're not there? I sat in a graveyard, silent as worn down tombstone. There wasn't even the whisper of an epitaph, just the low buzz of a semi-cooled breeze. falling leaves dancing to this earthly DJ. We like to believe graveyards are all grief and guilt, but once the mourners leave, they take their goodbyes with them. The graveyard becomes a garden of roses and forgotten memories. You cannot feel alone here. You believe that either spirits are sitting with you watching, or science is having a field day beneath your feet. The irony is both. Feel like they could be right when we all have nothing left. You wonder if you sit still enough if someone will mistake your body for a mausoleum of regret. Ask if they can enter their broken dreams inside you. What I mean is a graveyard seems like the most logical place to be alone, but tombs have a way of asking questions that time has left unanswered.
Ooh, that last line. Say that one more time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Just repeat that last line one more time.
Yeah. A graveyard seems like the most logical place to be alone, but tombs have a way of asking questions that time has left unanswered.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, that shit was deep, man. You got another quick one first?
Bro.
You don't have to. Okay, we can go to the next person. We got a lot of people. We don't have to. You know, I just love you. I love hearing your shit, man.
All right, I'll do this one called Closet.
Oh, bet. Thank you.
My father was your favorite summer shorts, baggy enough to fit next year, which is to say he only left the closet when it got too hot. My mother would remind me of this. Tells me of the time she used his hiding space to keep us safe, foot on closet door for leverage, but did not emerge until police pulled me from her arms like a second birth. She would joke that he was more woman than she would ever be. And I am my father's child. I am a white t-shirt on a summer day. Never spent much time back in the closet, I mean the womb. Decided to be all the man he wasn't. I don't know if it was the first birth or the second that gave my mother a female son, but she would say, at least you don't look like him. But some days I wish I could be denim shorts frayed above the knees with deep pockets, because t-shirts don't hold on to valuables, aren't strong enough to hide secrets when wet, keep finding patched hearts on the sleeve, and I prefer mine locked away.
Yo, everyone, unmute and give it up for Shockie G.
Woo, Shockie!
So profound.
Wow. Yeah.
Whoa.
Those lines. I wish I could write lines that powerful.
Right.
Full stop.
Your stuff is powerful.
Oh, thank you.
D, you got like 8 books.
You guys are both equally shocking. Yeah. D, you got like 8. He's like, oh, thank you. Like, D.
I got 7 books and I got one that's in the production stages right now.
Hey, guys, so I have something to admit. I kind of fucking butchered the round 2 list because I've been smoking some marijuana. And I don't know if all of these people are here or if it's in the right order, but I believe this is the up next list. Sorry if I kind of butchered it, but if your name is on it and you don't want to read, or if your name is not on it and you want to read, just let me know. Or if there's someone that's on it that's not here, like I kind of got so lost in that last bit of poetry that I've messed the list up a bit. But I think Nemo is here, right? Elemental is still here. Oh no, Elemental left. Okay.
Elemental just bounced.
Okay, so but we got Skiff, we got CC, we got Teri, we got Dee, and Gary left. Okay, so let me just all right, so Nemo Sum is up next. Nemo, if you could unmute yourself and bless us with some word, brother, we'd appreciate it.
Sure, you bet. I have a puppy that thinks he's a much smaller puppy. All right, I have a microtriptych, which is 3 thematically connected micropoems. Mind harpies. Sometimes they whisper, and sometimes They get up right in my face. Their spit burns on my skin and their breath smells like shame. Tearing tissue with razor talons, they sever the arteries that feed the part of me where hope still lives. I used to get angry when the sheets got moved around and balled up in the linen closet, which happened all the time. I would fume and curse under my breath. Now the sheets in my closet don't move unless I move them. And there's no need to fume unless I want to get angry about dust. He sits up there in his goddamn chair, scrawling notes in his notebook, his pen scratching frantically every time I act, every time I move, every time I do something that matters. Now he's stuffing pages into the feeder, and the fax machine in the corner screeches and beeps, while pages littered with his hurried hand fall into piles to be sorted later when I'm trying to sleep. Thank you.
Oh, that
Thank
was
you,
heavy.
Nemo. Oh, I love
Yeah,
his poetry, man. Like it
that
just
was heavy.
so
That
powerful,
was,
man.
you're
Everyone
in
unmute and
there.
give it up for
Mhm.
Soon.
You're on a beautiful
Ooh,
healing journey in front of everybody. That's double power, right?
wow,
Healing yourself
Yeah.
and
that's very
everyone with
cool.
you at the same time. That's good work.
Thank you.
Very.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, so coming up next, we've got Paul Skiff, Mr. Skiff, the Jedi Master, who is featuring June 2nd here on Open Minds. If you could unmute yourself and bless us with some word, brother, we'd appreciate it.
Sure thing. This is a title, Fact Fractures. Why aren't there any scientific facts about hell? Can an academic degree be measured in Fahrenheit or Celsius? Is the science of love a chemistry that mixes I do not know what it is about you with certainty? Fleshly contact brings to end result whose chemicals share their terminal secret only with sensation that cannot be put into words unless they are inadequate to pleasure, nonetheless convincing, the same way a place you have been is simply known to you? If I wore a fact like it was pride or embarrassment, would I be able to prove a hypothesis by mouthing a boast or blushing? Since one person's fact is a human responsibility to own, would its sale or theft be freedom of knowing for sure? How come the secret power of knowing is a privilege trick founded in the hoodwink concoction subordination plays by mixing surrender to authority into the brain trap listening can be when there is too much eagerness to believe? It is a scientific fact. Dispute is good for scandal. The location of life is always disappearing when examined by purposelessness. This is the bliss of being unsure. Certainty is a useful tool. Scientific fact. The author, Mr. Tezasomak, is not your chihuahua. What you perceive to be singing La Cucaracha, wearing a sombrero while dancing the hat dance on its hind legs, is the manifest, destinized, racist mascot of your own mind. If I know what you know, does that make a fact or twin illusions? And if we agree, does that make our minds intimate with each other? Do I know a part of you I can only touch with my thought? Would scientific fact and legal fact crossbred be interfactual marriage that could produce a mixed fact? Are the transfactual subjected to greater incidence of factual violence? Put on your fact hat and think up knowledge. Did you see in the news where this fact no one paid attention to or believed drowned a whole nation? Yes, it hurts when proof comes after the fact. If E equals MC squared, then equivalence is unity that nevertheless will need to play tricks on its past of separation in the other than zero incidents where one thing that gets repeated to stay and units of description elude the principle through neuroplasticity worn by the in-between. If E equals MC squared, the electrodynamics of my tongue are where the alphabet is tripping on mathematics. When loving, it is possible for imagination's desire to out-fact the real at the speed of emotion. The difference between an organic fact and a manufactured fact is value placed on human gullibility when the obvious needs discovery, like we all do not see the same moon. But I think you know what I am talking about, even when a tool to tame your mind comes off the totalitarian assembly line of belief. So, when confronting a fact, scientific or otherwise, be careful of your belief and acceptance. Many facts are mostly bent human motives posing as a ruse, needing a mind to smother and subdue. But I am not telling you anything you do not already know. And that is a fact.
Fuck! 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 Skiff, what was that poem called, bro?
Fact fractures.
Fact fractures. That is my favorite poem from you,
It
dude.
is
I've
one of
heard a
my
lot of your
favorite
shit.
poems too, man.
That is one of my favorite poems in the world. Skip, you
Yes, I've
just
said it
fucking boot.
before.
Yeah, you see CC too. He's over there. Fuck, dude. Hey, Massacre, how you feeling, Tim? How you feeling about that poem?
That poem and the poem that Mariana Alsop did the same night is what launched the podcast that's being produced, and Paul is it, and Mariana is in it. It's not
Yeah?
released.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
You gotta get on.
I'm
You gotta
excited
get in
to
on
hear
that.
that.
You gotta reach me out on that one, real seriously.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to be a part of that, man.
Oh my God, you gotta get in. You gotta get in. There's more coming.
Yeah, I'm delighted with the response to that poem, and I
Dude,
give
that poem
total
is
credit
insane.
to that was done to a prompt, which I have trouble with responding to prompts just as a personal failure.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prompt was
And
science
that was a
and fact.
prompt that
And so you just turned
Elemental.
fact on its head and twisted it up and like, fuck those
Yeah.
last few bars where you're like, this is like, holy fuck, Skiff. Like, can you send me a transcript of that to my email? I think I have it, or on.
Yeah, you're like, so many people get off on this poem. I'm
I
delighted.
do, bro. Like that, like fuck, bro. Like that shit was.
It's
But this is,
stellar. It's stellar.
I think if people identify this maybe because, and this is just my perception, because it goes really to the kind of physics of poetry where you're
Yeah.
just playing, like you said, Thomas, you turn things and expectations on their head. And that's how you kind of get in behind the veil of everything.
Yeah.
So.
And holy fuck, bro. Like you did it so well with that. Like that, I think honestly, that was the greatest poem I've heard.
Well,
ever.
I the night I heard it,
Ever, dude. Like,
I compared it to Somebody Blew Up America.
yeah. Not even America, your whole fucking dude. Good night, Shockie. Good night, Shockie. We love you. Thank you for coming through. Dude, that shit blew my mind in the best way. Like that shit was fucking dope. So like I request that you read that on your feature on June 2nd because I need to hear it again. Actually, I'm recording this. I'll just cut it and just throw it on repeat for a minute because that shit was dope, dude. All right, but we gonna keep this thing
feel
rolling.
free. Yeah, feel free with that, Thomas. Again, that was I just praise all praise to Elemental for the prompt. And
Yeah. Well,
I
he
didn't
said
think
it
about
was
it.
fast. It's not just the prompt, it's the vibe too, right? That I'm sure Elemental fucking just he just has that energy, that vibe about him. So like if he gives you a prompt, it's you gonna feel it, you gonna write it. And like, dude, you did magic with that shit, man. Me and
Thank
Cece
you.
are over here just like gushing, dude. Like, what the fuck? That shit was so dope, brother.
So many good points in there that just
Yeah.
it's already a home run.
And like
every now and
deep
then a
shit
grand-
too, like
grand
deep,
slam
like
between
spiritual
home runs.
shit, like fucking like deep human core, like living organism type factual facts beyond the social construct of America and all that shit. Just like straight, like yeah, you fucked that one up, son.
You
That
want
shit was
one,
beautiful.
Paul? One of the things I love about jazz is it's a deconstructive thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to know the next note. And what that poem does is it deconstructs and then it deconstructs the deconstruction and it doesn't
Yeah.
stop. And that's one of the
And then by the last line was just so powerful. Like then that's what facts are. Like
and then it rips open what it just
yeah,
ripped
like
open, and then you just keep going.
yeah, it's
like
just
that.
you're
That's-
just shredding through. Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
that's
it's
such a
just-
great way to describe that.
Thanks for all the
and
praise.
that's,
I
and
don't want to
that's really
take
good.
up
That'll
that.
see as soon as you know the next note, it's not jazz to me.
Yeah.
I like Sun
Thank
Ra
you
and-
so
and
much.
Coltrane.
I don't want
All right,
to
let's
take up
keep it
much
going though.
time on
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. Paul.
Yeah, you gotta
hey,
do that
you
one
guys
after
gonna
that.
see him, dude. Definitely do that at your feature because that shit was fucking insane. That was one of the greatest poems I think I've ever heard in my life, dude.
You gotta get a
I
sax
think
player. You got
CC,
a solo sax player and do that.
Yeah, CC, you identified with that. I think we come from a lot of the same place. It's this thing people used to call unlearning,
Yeah.
decades ago,
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
thank you.
Rote learning
Thank
is
you
a
all.
devil. Yeah. Fuck that
Thank
rote
you.
learning shit. It's the opposite of critical thinking.
Yeah. Hey, I dropped
talked
out
about
in
it
the
in the
8th grade. I
podcast.
never made it to high school, and then I aced the GED, and then went off to college and learned multimedia and I do shit. Schools for dumb people.
Well, it's rote learning, and rote learning is it's for prepare you for being part of the machine. It's
Yeah,
slave. It's
yeah, yeah.
slave.
I grew up
Yeah.
in the streets. I'm prepared to live as a human being and show kindness and love to people. Right?
I,
Like,
s- I spent 10 years in a cab. That you
oh
learn
yeah,
a
bet. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You learn a lot in it. Fuck.
lot. That's
Yeah,
a fucking EDU right there.
yeah, 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 definitely. All right, let's keep this thing going. I'm sure
Yeah, sorry
everyone who's
about
still
everyone. Don't leave.
here. Yeah, what is it? 10 o'clock Eastern, 10:15 Eastern. I'm sure if you guys are still here, you guys are down for the last few poets and maybe even a little freestyle afterwards. We're gonna get a cipher kicking in this thing because I got Massacre Rapper in the building. Tim, you were muted earlier. You were yelling at the phone, but we couldn't hear you because you're fucking muted and we haven't heard your voice since you got in here. Still can't hear you. Don't know what's going on. You got it muted. Here, I can hit request to unmute on you.
There we go. There we go. Are you guys
There we
ready?
go.
That whole time. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey,
With the
CC,
slang,
hit a piano beat.
look at this goddamn rage. Fuck that.
Is my mic on?
God here.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hold
Hold up, Massacre. Tim, hold on for a second. CC's gonna get a beat going on the piano, and you're gonna freestyle to it, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Collab time, baby.
Lights blazing, guts racing, and death, you feel amazing. There's a bump all over the street, just walking alone, dead meat, feeling the kick, the heart of steel. Sitting next to the guy at the wheel, knocking chumps in the way you feel. Now you're in the killing seat, you're on shotgun, Friday night cruising, out boozing, down the rounds you've been losing. Your mind and body at a heightened sense. That beat's not worth it, No.
That was good. That was good, man. Hey.
No. It's got
That was all right. It was good. It was on the spot
Minimal. I just
freestyle.
want minimal.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was good, man.
Minimal,
Hey,
you know?
Yeah.
so
No,
Friday
that
night
was
cruising, out boozing, counting the rounds you've been losing. Your mind and body at a heightened sense. Thinking back to your first offense, and nobody is getting your waist. You pack a 9 to waist. So pull out, load the breach, drop the first fucker's about to reach. Cause now you're pulling up on a chassis drive. Third up house, complaining fucking nigga job. Me and beats are in the mood. They got bust out some attitude. On my eyes, my bro's truck. I say, what you looking at, you dumb fuck? He tries to play me, thinks he can slay me. But I forgot, I don't keep it on safety. So go ahead, make me. Take the last look from his eyes. You pop 3 cats and grin, he dies. Suddenly round, bust the door. Shit. 12 rounds, 8 more. Punch the gas, take a flight. Past 160 out of sight. There's then a brother that seen his last light. Now Ryan shotgun into the night. Yeah. Gotta go.
Yeah.
Give me like a 4 count, man. Not 6 count. And I'll do it. I'll bust. 4 count. Give me a 4 count.
Yeah. See, I'm not a musician. I'm a blank canvas, and give me room.
Give me a 4 count, man. We do it like, with a slam to close my cage. Leave me this goddamn rage. Fuck that doubled age. I'm God here. Fuck me a shit a tear. But he says only plunge fear. Threw away the keys. You think you won, but you slipped up pig. I got you guns. We face the floor. That's time before Tim and lead through the war. More beware. One beware through howdy hair. You should be coming at you. With a rat's out of put a slung in your brain and heart. Doesn't matter where I picked apart. Because the shelf flew. I watch the blings roll over the wall. Think it clumps. I'll care about your wasted chumps for your hardcore. I'll also do you more, so get my weight. I'll make my day. Well, I'll have to see you say I'll get away. Past the cells, over the walls. We had a chance to hit me because I'm tall, but I wish you next first could no.
No, you don't want it?
All right. Hold on.
So
we
good.
got a new thing going on, though. We got a new thing going on here, right? Because
no, it's all good,
Massacre,
man.
you're gonna stick around. You're gonna freestyle with us later, but we have to keep the show going. We still have a few people in the room still. CC, you're up next. So if you just want to play the piano and have Massacre
I'll do a little
rip on it,
yeah. I'll do another
or if you
song.
want to sing a song for us, it's
Yeah,
up
I'll
to
do
you.
another
But
song.
you're
I'll
next.
do
You're
another
next on
song.
the mic here, and we got Teri D, and then my nephew's gonna do a poem for the first time ever. I'm excited to hear that. And then we're gonna go on into musical thing, hanging out, doing freestyles, all that fun stuff.
All right, this is called Forever Hums. Life is only death, but not forever. You see, rivers only water, not dry bones. You see, love is only everything is a miracle. And you and I, the song.
I love you, mama.
Forever hums.
I love you, home.
Noon is only midnight as the world dreams. Time is only clocks, not broken yet. And a knife is just a tool, a useful, kind one. That no one ever needs to harm true love with. You see, a man is just a womb without a gravestone. And a child only tears that wait to laugh. And aging, just a series of soul lessons. As if all moments equal a lifespan. While hunger is the price of dreams become form. And thirst reminds the oceans they're not sky. While eyes and ears are always learning to feel. Further than you see why you are here. While the ground of love is only all the sky knows. Where sight becomes how beauty lets the blind see. Where visions lift the heart up and rest in peace there. Where you can catch your last breath and walk your soul home. You see, life is only death, but not forever. Rivers only waters, not dry bones. love is only. Everything's a miracle. And you and I, the song. Forever hums.
Wow. Woo.
It was great.
So I'm thinking backup vocals and an actual
Nice.
piano player and a singer.
Yes.
Wow,
Oh, that
wow,
was
wow.
fucking so
That
cool,
was
I'm
man.
just a lyric writer. I'm just a lyric writer.
good.
Yeah. Oh, but
Yeah,
I
you
got
know,
like
you
100
nailed the
songs.
piano too with it too. Like, oh, and dude,
yeah,
like those were
right.
some of the deepest, dopest lyrics there. And it felt like, cause I could only see my mom and me on the screen as you were playing it.
Black and Raven, you, image of you,
So
cruel.
it felt like it was a private concert for my mom and me, and it was
Yeah,
beautiful,
no,
man.
that was beautiful.
Yeah,
That was
thank you for that like you gave a mother and son a beautiful moment with that song just now. Like I hope
he
you
did.
understand that. Like that was amazing, man. What a beautiful song.
I felt it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think I want Thunderlung to sing it.
Oh yeah, she would crush that too. Oh,
Yeah.
that would
Get
sound
a real
great.
keyboard. I got another keyboard that would be fun for stuff like this, but it's above my head. But when I was working, Matt, I picked up a keyboard that the thing can score a film. It's the biggest toy I ever bought. I barely can turn it on. One of these days, I'm gonna get
Read the manual. It's all in the manual. You'll get
it's
it.
like that.
Yeah, it's bigger than the
800
Bible.
pages.
Yeah, it's bigger than the Bible to work
It's
that
bigger.
fucking
Oh,
thing.
the Bible's got nothing on that thing, man.
Yeah.
It's got 9 engines in the keyboard, 9-inch touchscreen, 88 weighted, graded, and hammered. It's a Cord
Holy
Chronos 88. It's fuck yeah. It's got everything in it. It's fucking. It's all just deep, man. You just turn it on and off. I can turn it on and off. You know?
Yeah.
But
There's a power
I only
button.
got
I gotta
it
work
because
that
this is all I know. So when I sit at
Yeah.
a piano, it's rather than get scared, it's got to feel. It can't be an on and off plastic key.
Yeah.
So, but this is an acoustic. This is new in my life to have an acoustic.
You need that acoustic pen because then you can hit the soft notes. You can hit the hard notes on the word. You know, like yeah. Hey, and you crushed this, CC. That was amazing. Thank you so much
Well,
for
I'm
that
glad you took
beautiful
it to
song.
heart. You made
And
it.
yeah, like dude, I felt like I
No,
had
it was beautiful for
yeah, I felt like I just had
Oh,
a moment with
man,
my mom where we had like this private
Yeah,
concert where it was just me and
I
my
felt
mom in
it.
the room again, just like I was laying on her bed next to her and we just had you in the
Oh
corner
man,
playing this, singing this
I'm
beautiful
fucking
song,
honored.
man. And like,
I felt it.
thank you so much for that. Yeah. Now we have another one of my favorite people in this world. I love everything that she does, and she gonna be featuring next Friday. So y'all make sure you're here for next Friday. Let's give it up for the beautiful, the wonderful, the magnificent Teri Rose.
I'm trying to coordinate these 2 mics that I'm on at the same time so I can read exactly at the same time when I'm called. So you just called me and I'm waiting for her to call me.
If
Oh boy.
Hey, we can wait a second if you want.
You wanna wait?
I have no idea. I don't do personal injury law.
There you go. Okay. And she's hosting an open mic, so she didn't get.
And
Are
it's
you
not
on
okay. It's not
Mitch's?
working.
Are you on
Because they
Mitch's
keep on
right
talking.
now? Yeah, they're talking. So
I was waiting for her to call me. I was
we at
next.
Mitch's.
Yeah, hang on. I want to see if I can do this. So
Yeah,
can
we'll
I
wait
go?
a minute for you.
Because I
That'd be
gotta
so
read.
dope. You read that two
It's
fucking mics.
happened. All the moons and the stars and the suns have come together for me to be able to read two mics at this exact same time, and I was called at exactly now. So here I go.
And that's
Welcome to my chaos. My life in chaos, turned upside down, can't control the chaos, even controlled chaos. Can't control the chaos, can't stop hearing banging, bang, bang, bang. sounds when you're trying to control the atmosphere. Can't control the neighbor's weed whacker next door when I want to lay down the buzzing sound. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Can't control the weather when the gale force comes. The Christmas decorations need to stay up all year round. Can't control the murders in the schools, homes, fields. Can't control the guns or where the bodies fall or the bullets that do not yield. Because there is no such thing as perfection, there will always be chaos. I've spent my years swirling around in it, in the eye of it, looking for my calm. What comes before the storm? Storm gods were of no use to me, so I did not seek them. Doubt they would help me. My spirit flew in and out of my consciousness. I woke up only twice to have that moment of clarity, where suddenly everything that even ever happened in my life, every bad decision, every choice, every success, every question answered. But that revelation passed quickly back into my subconscious, returning me to my former state, no wiser for having it. Thank you.
Thank
The
you.
universe
Holy
has
shit!
collided.
Dude, the universe collided. You just read one poem at 2 open mics. That was
Oh,
so
God.
fucking dope.
Are-
Oh
now
my
you're gonna
god.
Terry?
Yeah.
I'm in 2 mics at once
No.
right now, and I just
Yeah,
read in
she's
both
at open
2
mic.
mics
Yo,
at
that
once.
shit was so dope.
It's
And I'd usually be at Mitch's right now because I usually join Mitch's after ours, but we carried
Well,
over and
no,
you
it's not.
still
It's
lined up.
coordination.
It's like it is. That was so dope, man. Dude, that was my favorite Zoom moment
I'll let you
ever.
know.
Terry,
I feel like you're
I can hear General. He just left here to go there too.
All
Like I
right.
can
Well,
hear
I'm
him
gonna
just
keep
right
my
out there. Like, oh,
internet
this is
off
great.
because I'm
Ooh.
freezing every few minutes. Everything's freezing, so I have to keep
Okay.
my video off.
Thank you.
Terry, Terry, Terry.
Was that awesome?
Yo, Terry. What the fuck, dude? Yo, that was the dopest Zoom experience that I've had. You just read at Mitch's and Open Minds at the same time, bro.
At the
Spit the
same
both
exact
of it.
time.
Yeah. And the poem that you read was like almost
Perfect.
like, yeah, it was like, oh, dimensional shifting. Like, dude, that shit was dope. Y'all want to see more of Terry? Come back next Friday. She's featuring the yo. I I don't know any other poets who have done that. Probably
I
lined up
never
perfectly
have,
at 2
it's
open
always
mics.
just,
Like,
it works out sometimes when I'm in 2 that they'll call me and then the next mic will call me. Never
yeah,
at the same exact
same.
time, but I was waiting. It still wasn't exactly right because they still were
Nah, but
talking
we'll
and I just
pause for you. You know
interrupted
we,
and
yeah, you know we'll
said, "Can I
pause for
go?"
you. Yeah, we'll pause for you. And get that lined up. That was amazing. We just made a Zoom poetic history.
Yes.
And it was such a
Planets
beautiful
collided.
yeah, and it was such a beautiful poem. And it's funny because usually I shut the mic off by 8 so I can make it to Mitch's. But today we were just having a good vibe and kept going. So yeah, we still have a few more people in the room and a few more
I'm gonna
people that
go,
want to
but thank you.
spit. Yeah, we love you. Um, it looks like D left, so we have Zandzz and then Tim left. So um we're gonna let my nephew read, and then I want to read the goodnight poem, and Cece's gonna play us a tune for it. I'm gonna send him the lyrics now, if I can find them. So Zandzz, Lil Zachariah, my nephew, if you could bless us with these words. I know that it's your first time. There's just a few people in the room. You shouldn't feel too shy, but if you got something you want to share with us, man, now would be the time.
Hey, you hear my mic's fine? I was having a little bit of mic issues earlier.
Oh, we hear you loud and clear, brother.
We hear you loud and
Wonderful.
clear.
Wonderful. Absolutely. So, I'm really, what's it called? It's very powerful to me. I think about this a lot, and it's a very personal topic. So, this is a poem I was tinkering with this whole time. Called Remember the Rodent. You create traps to enslave us and poisons to kill us. You use your higher intellect to abuse us. Now, when we all meet God and sing in his chorus? Will rats be his only creature not to sing along? You force us to the sewers, then call us dirty. You say we caused the Black Plague, but that plague was caused by the fucking flea. Remember the rodent, whose life is as hard as yours? Even the lowliest creature deserves love, and you do too.
Wow,
Wow.
that was good.
Nephew, that was
Wow.
wonderful, man.
That was very good.
I love the topic too that you decided to go
Yeah,
with there.
yeah.
I
Like,
hate it. I hate
Really
it
good.
when people think like, oh, rats are disgusting
Yeah,
little creatures. They're
right,
beautiful.
they're so
right.
intelligent too.
Highly, yeah, highly intelligent.
Very highly
It's like
And then
the
intelligent.
that was
shark
real
got
easy to make the
that.
connection between, rats and people.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so what a beautiful note to end this on. And I just want to thank CC for coming out tonight, for sticking around a little longer to bless us with some musical insight. I don't know if he got the lyrics to the poem I'ma read, but I might just have to freestyle this thing, cause I'm feeling this beat. You feeling this beat? We feeling this beat. Good night to all my open minds. Good night for sharing art and your time. Good night for making this a night to be blessed. Good night for showing up here before you go to rest. I was trying to pull up the lyrics as I was freestyling there, so I was kind of losing the freestyle flow, but I think I'm gonna really freestyle the rest of this. Hold up. Hey, thanks Skiff, man. Thank you for coming. Thanks Teri. Thanks Mama. Thanks Nemo. Thanks CC. Everybody who stayed through to the end. I love and respect all of y'all. Thank y'all for making this such a beautiful place, and we hope to see you here every Friday night. Good night. Peace to all. All right, everybody on mute, give it up for yourselves, because y'all was wonderful tonight.
Woo, yeah. Good night.
Thank you. That was great.
Love you. That was wonderful. Thank
Good
you.
night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night. I love you all.